Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. We are honoring a lost warrior, fallen in the prime of his life, a Power Ranger by the name of Frank Jason David. No, Jason David
Jason
Frank.
David Frank.
I got it right. First time. Yeah, no, and of course, I covered this on the show on my channel here, and yeah, it's pretty sad, dude. I mean, all the reasons what led up to it, and he was pretty young, what, 49, something like that, 46.
49.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And even though all of us who didn't grow up with the Power Rangers, we don't really know it, but for that generations or the generations that did, it's a generational show. It certainly is, and it's stuck with everyone. It's kind of like me talking about Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans. They have no clue what I'm talking about, but it was awesome.
Nope.
I'm sure I would not want to go back and watch it now because I would probably not agree. However, Power Rangers was certainly generational and a big deal, and it's really sad with this guy being gone. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a tribute today to that. First thing I'm going to do is hit that like and share button. Hopefully, you guys would do the same, and let everybody know we're on and doing this, and they can come be part of it. We always enjoy people coming and enjoying the art, and we do get some great art over here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm kind of
Remember to
wondering.
subscribe and like
Oh yeah,
and share it.
we might
We're almost
actually
up to 1,000.
well, we've been there many times, and then
Yes,
magically we
but
lose 100. So we'll see.
yes,
We'll see.
but Twitter lets you share everything now, so
They do,
What?
but I have a feeling there's something that's not Twitter involved. But nevertheless, maybe everyone should do that. Go get your friends, everyone come and join us, and let's see, can we actually get 21 people? Will they allow us to go over 1,000? Let's check it out. Just for fun, because I don't really care. Yeah, go get your family and friends. It's Thanksgiving's nearby. They're probably still talking to you, or maybe not. Tell them to come on over here and see if we can get over 1,000 because I'm kind of thinking they're not going to let us. I think we're on a blacklist algorithm. Is what I think. You guys say, "Oh, it's conspiracy theory shit." Yeah,
No, it's real.
yeah. Because I've seen
It's
this
real.
channel be
Definitely.
almost 1,000 at least 12 times, and then we magically lose 100, and it's quite mathematically accurate to 100. Sometimes it's been 80 though, Rosa. Not 100, but it's always round. It's not like 73.
Aw.
True.
well, if we keep getting there, they'll give up eventually.
Well, but I don't think they
Yeah, they
will because
won't.
it's an algorithm. There's no one over
It's
here
Well,
who's paying
maybe.
attention to this little channel.
Skynet.
It's
It's
the man.
Skynet.
Man's against us, man.
It's just an
Tell the
algorithm.
man.
It-
You know what I'm saying?
Skynet.
Rooster can get there. We can get there. We just
Well,
say, just
have
post
Elon
it.
budget.
Because it's just if you get a few bit further through, a few more subscribers, it'll go out to more people.
Well, you
Oh,
see,
the
the problem.
industrial
That's
complex.
True.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true, Rabbit. But the problem is I made off-color comics about certain Scythian tribes, and they don't like it.
But I mean, you said all sorts of shit. We all have.
That's
so.
true.
Scythian
I didn't hold
tribes.
back
Yeah,
on when
yeah.
I
I was
streamed on mine
trying
either.
to couch it and hide it, Jeff.
You don't. You really don't do that well.
I just
Look
did.
at
That was
you.
super sleuth, dude. That was deep shade. That was stealthy, subtle, man.
It was stealthy, subtle.
And it was so stealthy, subtle that I was the only person that got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. The Scythians became the Hyksos became the Hebrews became the Jews. Just help you out.
I
Time.
know the Scythians were Hyksos.
Just trying to help you out there. Anyway, so I've done that, but I'm going to take a second here and talk just real quick introducing, because I know the older people don't really know Power Rangers because we weren't old enough to watch it, but we were also not old enough to have kids at the time either. So we're kind of caught in the middle. Let's go. Let me jump over here real quick just to kind of give a primer for all of us who don't really know. Is that what I wanted to use?
Primer? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is what I wanted to use, but it's not I don't have the right one up. What do I want to do? I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this one. Right. Okay. Good. All right. So, what we got here is a company called Saban, run by a very I've already put myself in the doghouse enough.
Greedy?
A dude, a fella, that decided he had a great idea. He had created Saban Entertainment. They're called Saban Brands, Saban Brands International, I think today. But anyway, he had a great idea. What he did was over in Japan, there was this killer, super popular Go Ranger thing or Five Ranger thing over here, and it was called Sentai.
Super
Sentai.
Yeah,
Sentai.
and there were literally thousands of these shows, thousands. But this one was pretty popular, and he was like, "Man, that looks cool, but we can't have Japaneses on our TV. We were just at war with them 20 years ago. We can't do that." So he had a brilliant idea. We'll take all of their action, which is freaking epic, because they actually have schools over here where you can go and you can learn to be a TV slash movie action star, whether it be a Power Ranger type or a samurai type. You can literally go to school and learn that, and they'll teach you all the actiony, jumpiny, sword wheelie stuff. Hey, Art.
That's cool, man. I would have loved to do that if I was a kid. I'll do it.
Art has let our secret out. I am his gay lover now.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
great, Art. I'm great. But anyway, so they did that. So this guy had the idea to do that, and then he found a bunch of American kids to put in costumes and have them their faces showing, so they could tape them doing talking stuff, and then they could take these guys to do the action stuff because these guys' action stuff sucks balls, but these guys' action stuff is freaking gymnastic awesomeness. So he had the idea. It's almost like Roger Corman-esque, Jeff.
That's amazing.
Did pay those guys minimum.
Yeah, dude. I bet you he did. And Roger Corman has influenced the generations, dude. He really has. But anyway, put these guys together. They did their thing. It's for kids, of course. And when my kids were little, they love the Power Ranger, Kamen Rider type of stuff. It's perfect for the kids, really. Although none of their bodies match any of these bodies, but that's okay. It does. No one's paying that
Details.
close attention.
Details.
But we have a Blue Ranger who is 50. Okay. We have maybe she's Vietnamese. Ooh, that jawline is super wide. Maybe she's mixed, but I'm going to go Vietnamese with the Yellow Ranger. No racism there. Okay.
Her name was Tran, so you might be right.
Yeah, maybe. We got the Green Ranger, and he's this is the dude who's dead, and he's Latino, I guess.
That actually looks kind
Frenchman?
of cyan.
A little bit cyan, yeah. But anyway, this fella, he's very beloved. Obviously, there's been a lot of mourning for his loss, especially because of the way he died. But and once again, safe journeys. But he's the green one. We have a red one who's the jock guy. You've got Chad over here. We get the pink girl who's that skinny girl who's going to come up to you, telling you to be quiet in the frickin' library, and she's pink and she's a girl, and that's as it should be. Okay. And
Karen Ranger.
Well, hold on, Karen Ranger. I have never seen the show. I have no clue, but that's what it looks like. And then we have the black man. Get this. He's the Black Ranger. Sweet. Is awesome.
Yeah.
But then again, this is made for kids. It's supposed to be easy to identify and easy to understand, right? That's the point. But anyway, of course, this concept went on to ridiculous levels of success. And how many seasons? Like 20 years worth of this shit, I think.
It's still going.
Oh my God.
It's like
Still going.
Pokemon.
And of course, it's easy, because you just need, your actors have to be passable, and then you put these helmets on, you go get some stuntmen to do their thing, right? And it works. It's not a bad concept, dude. It's not a bad concept. Now in Japan, to be fair, they do their own stunts, but hey, we're Americans. You can't expect that shit out of us. Now, but anyway, it's continued on. It's been very successful. The kids love it. And it's got generation after generation, all different kinds of costumes, and they've mixed it up. There's some Power Rangers here, and I think there's some just straight up Japanese Asians here. At least that one right there is certainly Japanese.
I guess you have to be good at hand acting.
Yeah, no, you do. Well, Kane Harder is a good example of person acting without speaking. Mhm.
Too bad we
Nobody?
can't do that with Brie Larson.
Oh my God, that would be nice.
Tell me about it.
But anyway, all joking aside, this has been a radically successful series. They have at least 2 or 3 movies. I said the reboot I watched, it was fun. It was a fun little popcorn movie. It's the series itself is, like I said, generational, and it's really sad that this guy decided to take his own life because of a woman. It's like, dude,
A
You
woman.
can get any woman you want.
yeah, dude. I mean, what do you over a woman? All
She
the
better be
women
smoking
here we
hot.
love, by the way. Oh, it's just Rosa. Hi, Rosa. Oh, we got Kima too.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh wow!
Oh my God.
Oh, come on, Kima. I have to give back a little bit.
Wow!
Yeah, fucker.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to get going here. Like I said, we have a lot of the Power Ranger generation amongst us, actually. So hands up. Who are the Power Ranger peoples amongst us?
Am.
I grew up with it.
I
There-
grew up with it. I just hated it.
Yeah,
I was there when it came out, and actually I saw it because I was a teacher in school, and it's kind of funny because it was sort of a cultural phenom that took place. It was really interesting to watch it show up.
it was a big hit.
Um,
Yeah, it's true.
But,
Um,
well, my kids started kicking each other. They started kicking each other in school. I'm like, what are you doing? And I had taken martial arts, so I was sort of a little bit aware of that. And my kids started kicking each other. Nobody's sort of fallen out of favor. It wasn't really on the TV that much. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And this one little girl just lands a really just like wall-eyed like sidekick to this boy. And she just knocks him down. These are 4-year-olds. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm the Pink Ranger. And I'm like, what the heck? So I had to go find out because I have to find out what my kids are watching. And I didn't have
of
cable,
course.
so I had to go look.
That's important.
It was amazing to see this phenomenon take place and literally just wash across the whole country.
Yeah. The only time I saw any of it until this rebooted movie that came out a little while ago was I was touring, musically. I was doing the Eastern Circuit, and every now and then, like because usually have a month or month and a half where I wasn't doing anything. So I come back to my hometown, and there was this girl I would go kind of shack up with, and she had a couple of kids, not mine, by the way, but she had a couple of kids.
Probably.
And I shack up with her, and sitting in like well, I don't know, morning or lunch or whatever, but sitting down, just kind of having a bite to eat, and the kids watching the Power Rangers, and it's interesting. When the kids were watching the Power Rangers, it was interactive viewing because they were up and kicking and punching and jumping with them. They weren't sitting down passively on a couch. They were up, jumping and involved with the show. I thought that was pretty cool.
Do you know why?
Get them active.
Well, yeah, but
Right up until the kid put his foot through the sear.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't know. They were excited. They were inspired, I suppose.
It's also because of the way the shot was set up. That when you look at the shot, when they're doing the intro, when you're activating your Power Ranger, and they do the hand motions, they actually come in on a very tight shot, but you can still see the
Oh, yeah.
upper body, and so it framed it just right that children actually started using these moves
Sure.
because it was always set up the same way, always from a dead
Well, it's
straight shot,
Japanese, man. They've been doing that forever.
and so everybody got it. It was amazing.
As well as guys in monster costumes.
Oh yeah. Same thing. Like Ultraman is something that most of us don't really know.
See that?
but-
No,
I
I
remember
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
I remember watching
Oh,
that.
you
I remember
do?
getting
You do? I
videos
never
of it.
saw it till
Yeah, I
I was
remember
older.
that.
But that same thing. They
Ultraman
do the
was
same
awesome.
kind of stuff, right? Exactly the same.
Hiatha powered by the power of the sun.
Yeah, is that what it was? I thought it was alien
See,
technologies
they were-
that made them giant
Oh,
as
okay.
long as the little light blank, and it was supposed to be a certain
Yeah,
amount of
because-
time,
but
but
he
it
was-
changed.
He was powered by the sun, though, and when
wasn't.
he used too much power, he had to fly off to the sun.
So Swamp Thing, sweet. Okay. Anyway, we got to
I
go,
guess.
Jeff. So let's see. How would I do this? Power Ranger, yellow, pink, green, black, red, blue, go! Thank you. I think I doubled the color. That's all right. Anyway, these guys got 2 hours, as you know. During that time, there's no rules. They could do whatever they want. This is a PG-13 show. It's not really for kids, even though we are covering a children's show. We are also just honoring Jason. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yes.
Jason. Yes, Jason. We're honoring Jason. And I was kind of goofing and joking with, but it's nothing funny about it as far as that situation. It's really unfortunate. I don't know all the details. I don't know that any of the fans do. But he basically took his life over some actions of his wife. And it's just
He had other tragedies too. Like his life was just full of tragedies. He
Well,
lost like
please.
family members and
enlightened
yeah,
us.
there's a lot. Yeah, in life, like a lot of things happened. It just
Like what?
I can't name them,
I
but
heard his brother died in a car wreck or something.
Well, that's
yeah, like people he knew died. A lot of close friends and family.
okay. Well,
He also had some drug problems in his early life.
It's true.
didn't we all? Anyway.
No, actually, it's not a problem if you can handle them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
Wow,
That's right.
you're not wrong there.
So Jason, David, Frank. Let me just write down tragedies.
Actually, you won't believe this about him, but he actually starred in some of the Bad and the Sun productions.
Well, I'm sure he did all kind of stuff. You would think he would. I mean, he is quite popular.
And
I
I,
mean,
I read about it be doing a new movie or something. That obviously, it's not coming out now. I don't know if I was mistaken there.
It's true. It's true. Bad and the Sun were working on it. It's called Legend of the White Dragon.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, it was
Oh,
actually
Very
being-
popular.
There's a
Very
thing.
popular movie.
There's a thing called the Power Ranger curse. Hold on, let's check it out here. While you guys go ahead and draw, and I'll go ahead and start with Andrew, and we'll
I don't know what to
start taking a
draw.
look
What
here.
to look
I already
at.
used the kazoo, so you guys better be
I
drawing.
know, it's true.
I haven't started, but there's no rush, right?
No, of course not. We got
There you go. There's a squiggle. I've drawn a squiggle.
You have. For millennials, the Power Rangers was a staple of their childhood. Yeah. By the early 90s, the Power Rangers was a booming American franchise built around a live-action superhero television stories, but actually based on a Japanese source material. I already said that. It was a winning formula that the franchise has continued. Voltron was awesome. I know that. Has continued to use, consisting of 29 televised seasons. Jesus. And 21 different theme seasons and 3 theatrical films released in 95, 97, and 2017. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Original series, yada, yada, yada. Despite massive commercial success, the franchise has been overshadowed by a number of big scandals and tragedies. All right, here we go. And there's been such a number of controversies that the concept of the Power Ranger curse has emerged. Interesting. It all began with the death of Thuy Trang. Yeah, no, that's Vietnamese name. There you go. The Yellow Ranger. She died. Aw.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin.
She was the first one.
Oh, hold on. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin was the first series.
Wow.
That's
So they
the skinny one I know.
so they morph. All right. So
Yeah, they do.
yeah,
Get
Vietnamese.
with
Damn,
Bible.
I'm
Surprised you don't
on
know
my
that.
skull structure, dude. I'm on it. In 2001, the Vietnamese American actress life ended when she died.
skull
of her-
structure?
Well, odontology is something you have to study in anthropology, right? Anyway, I'm sorry.
Keep the Vikings out of this.
Bone study is important to anthropologists, obviously. What was I
Study.
saying here? Oh yeah, here we go. She and Angela Rockwood, what a name, a model and fellow actor, were running late at night and visiting someone when their car suddenly hit the roadside rock face after the driver lost control. Aw. Both Rockwood and the driver survived, but Trang died. What? You're a Power Ranger. Okay. Anyway.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I guess. So circuit, the circuit unsure whatever that means. We were really good friends. Okay, this week another original cast member died, Jason David Frank. That's only 2. Walter Emanuel wrote, "My heart is aching." Let's see here. Between Trang and Frank's death, there were a number of controversies that come up. So there's only been 2 deaths. Okay, one was an accident, the other one was self-imposed. Years after his time with the Power Rangers ended, Blue Ranger David Yost revealed to No Pink Spandex that he had chosen to quit due to harassment over his sexual orientation by the crew members. Too much hetero, huh? Yeah, I know,
Great.
dude. They can't take it in Hollywood. You got to be gay. Just fake it, dude. Just fake it. The reason that I walked off is that I was called an F word one too many times. Fuck boy. Yeah, I know. It's okay, dude.
No, the FAG word. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, I was being sarcastic.
A bundle
I
of
kind of
sticks.
figured he was homosexual.
Bundle of sticks.
And on Hollywood set, even back in the 90s. Really? Okay, if you say so.
It was the Bond Entertainment. You know, it wasn't. You know,
Mhm.
it wasn't Miramax.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know if I believe that very much. The center of homosexual America really is going to give you a hard time. Anyway, another news story came out of the franchise was about Skylar DeLeon. Skylar DeLeon. Hope it's a girl. Is that a girl? Hope it's a girl. Money Morphin Power Rangers, 1993 and 94. Years later, DeLeon confessed to murder. Oh, shit.
That took a
Oh, yeah,
turn.
the other Red Ranger. Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, that is a scandal. I would guess not of one, but 2 people. Okay, he and his ex-wife, a large amount of debt, and they decided to murderate. Oh, Skylar's a boy. God damn it! I would have guessed you'd have been the gay one. Anyway, the couple was found guilty. Sure. The attorney. This wasn't the only crime associated with a Power Ranger cast member. Another installment for the franchise, Power Rangers Wild Force, aired in 2002, and the show lead actor was Ricardo Medina Jr. Drugs? Maybe? Anyway, Medina would go on to also star as the villain Decker. That's such a villainous name, Decker. And they have a picture of him here, too. Decker. Power Ranger Samurais in 2011, 4 years later. It was a gruesome killing. Jesus Christ.
Another murder?
Another murder. He murdered his roommate. Jeez.
Oh, that's right.
That was the other one.
I know of. I remember that one actually, and there was like a whole bunch of stories about it, like whether it was self-defense or not.
He killed him with a sword, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I think
if you
so.
see a picture of Skylar, he's
But I think
about
he
98 pounds wet. I think.
I think he had him like backed into like the bathroom of the apartment or something, and like they were threatening to kill each other, and so he just
luckily he kept his sword in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't mess with my Power Ranger
That
sword.
PVC
I'll kill you.
plastic is deadly dangerous, man. Don't you
He
be
played it
fooled.
like a flute, then he killed the guy with it.
He did.
Shouldn't have touched his drum set.
The curse doesn't stop there, however. Wow. Suicide, car accident death, 2 murders, homosexual insulting and belittling. This is the list. In 2019, New Zealand actor Paul Magasiva died by another suicide. Jesus, what kind of drugs were you giving these kids?
Mighty Morphin.
I guess. Jesus. After he died, after his suicide, it was revealed that he had been convicted of domestic violence. What does that mean? What is domestic violence?
Alpha, give these kids
That's
more
fine.
So when you beat up your dog,
Oh,
when
fair.
you beat up your
Yeah,
wife.
yeah. Oh, good riddance.
Who did that?
Yeah, it's okay. So, and then of course we got Frank. Jeez, man. So we got 2 suicides, 2 murderers, a very sad and homosexual, and a cute little Vietnamese girl dead in a car accident. Damn, dude.
Oh, and the original Red Ranger was on Swamp Thing.
Oh, was it?
Oh no, I mean he got in trouble with the law this week too.
Did he? What did he do?
Yeah, it was some kind of fraud thing, right? He's like collecting a bunch of money for charity, but himself or something like that.
But he's always been an
FF3.
asshole. Like nobody has ever liked him. The original Red Ranger. Everybody like agrees that he's just a bad dude, and everybody hates him.
Even when the Green Ranger was going to kill him back in the day.
Now, Alpha Proto says Skylar was a male stripper before he became a Power Ranger. What does that matter?
What?
I've done that a couple
Why?
of times when I was a younger dude, and boy, the girls like to touch things. They do.
Like in front of people or like in your room?
No,
yourself.
on stage. Yeah.
It's
On
only fans.
stage.
Yeah, he's only fans.
Were you up there playing your sax?
No, well, dude. Well, first of all, I can
Not that
dance,
time.
so back up. Second, I used to be quite fit, dude. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ballroom stripper, Chester
Yeah.
Butler.
No.
And his magic sack.
No. My
Pink
my,
Dick Ranger.
my nickname was Nicodemus. That was my stage name. It was
I
sophisticated.
don't know what to
That's
think about
actually
that.
funnier than you being a stripper.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't
That's very
it you dress like
sophisticated.
an Old Testament prophet and pull off your beard?
No. I would get.
And now, ladies, prepare yourself for Nick the stripper.
Oh, no, I only did it. I only did it a few
Simple
times. 'Cause-
Amish man.
Well, I only did it a few times because I was a bouncer at a male strip place, for women, right? Like it wasn't Chippendales, but it was like a Chippendales. It was a ladies' place, a ladies a ladies establishment, and they had were going through a time because there was, I don't know, it was a bunch of them moved over to another competing place or whatever. And I was a bouncer, but they were hard up for dancers, and they asked me if I would, mind doing it. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I did it for a little while.
And he stripped for
Extra
40
money.
days and 40 nights.
No, I would say it was more like 2 weeks. Maybe a
Really?
little less than 2 weeks, yeah.
Just enough.
So you were a stripper.
For a little bit, yeah. And I worked
14
at strip
weeks?
clubs
So
for 12
Chester
years,
was
dude. I mean,
gay
come on, it's
14
Nice.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
bound to happen.
I
don't know, the ladies
have
liked
friends
it.
that are bouncers.
Did you get any ladies asking to go biblical with you?
Of course, dude. Matter of fact, there were
Did
many
they-
ladies who just took it into their own hands, mouths even.
Did any of
Staff
them
of
call you the
Moses?
Nicodemus?
That would have been funny. No. It'd be funny because I'm not circumcised. That was why it would be funny. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
You're right. That's
So you
hilarious.
got like
wow.
bacon hanging off the end of your thing.
Well,
You
no,
could have
yeah.
called yourself the Hood.
Yeah. Oh shit.
The hooded commander.
It's okay. At least Rosa and Keenma would appreciate it.
I don't think you need to mention them.
Why?
This is why my students can never watch the show.
That's
I
true.
know.
Don't tag me.
It's true.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't think Kima has forgiven you for the intro crack that you made. Matter of fact, I'd be careful about waking up in the morning. You might find a
That's
moose head
true.
in your bed.
Canadian moose head and maple syrup dripped all over my room. But Rosa, I mean, come on. Do you hold it against me for helping out for a couple of weeks? I mean, come on.
Against
Help
you.
it out.
If you break free of the cycle, and I've known several women that were strippers that started out as strippers, and one of the toughest things for them is the fact that you go back and you want to be, you want to be respectable. People do have a certain viewpoint of strippers, and they would go to work and they would make $700 a month,
Yeah.
or they could
Men
get
don't
seven.
make that much, but yeah, you do make good money.
Really tough because I'm trying to tell them, no, you're a valuable human being even without it. You're more than your body, and yes, they wanted something different for their own daughters, for their own children,
Yeah.
and it's sort of a tyranny of dollars. And so if you're going in, it's sort of like a fling and everything. It's like, and you're feeling great about yourself, and you're not wrecking somebody's marriage or taking all their
Yeah.
money and stuff. But I've been to a lot of places where that stripping is a way to get money from other people, and I've seen men spend almost everything they have on strippers, but not on their families, and that's a really tough life.
You really went in a weird direction, Rosa. I was a musician who was supplementing my income as being a bouncer, and they asked me to help out for a couple of weeks.
being honored.
You know,
So you were taking women's money from their families?
I guess.
Women are
Yep.
Like,
Poor
Yes,
single
I
mothers.
was.
Yeah.
But you know
Women's-
the interesting thing about it though, because like I said, I was a bouncer, and I worked in a couple of male stripper places, for the opposite for the ladies establishments, and mainly I worked in the female ones. However, in the female ones, as the bouncers, we are very strict about them touching the girl. The girl can touch you as much as she wants, but you can't touch her. Right? It's very,
Yeah.
very strict. But in the male stripper place, one, I don't know why they even hired us. It wasn't like they needed us. And two, you can touch the stripper all you want, ladies. Ain't no one going to say a word to you.
and
All
so-
right.
All right.
But don't you find that the crowds are different? Like women usually when they go to those places, I've been invited. I've gone to one because I never had that opportunity. I had little kids and things, and I'm like, I can't do that. But I find that women, when they go, it's usually like, hey, we're going tonight, but it's not something they do once a week or 3 times a week. And you get the crowd that's different between the male and the female, where it's, there are people that just do it for a party, but the male are like having a girlfriend for hire. I don't know how to say it. It's like something you go and it starts being once a week or whatever. It starts to become a session.
That's
I haven't
true.
known-
You get more regulars at a gentleman's spot than you do a lady spot. That's true. Yeah. But the lady spots are just as packed full, though.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
more so. But I mean, but it's just a completely different environment. I mean, like I said, I only did a very short time, but you kind of come off the stage and dance in the crowd with the ladies, right? I've literally had a lady grab a hold of my dick and whilst dancing with me, literally. Now I don't know if you understand this, Rosa. The dudes get it, but when a
lady
woman
was very
grabs a
funny.
hold of us like that and then starts jumping up and down and dancing, it concerns us a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So makes
Just
that
a little.
bell sound that a lot of ladies don't know about.
Well, you boys know what I'm talking about.
Especially when they're
Damn.
named Marina Bobbitt.
Actually, JD, I like what you're doing, by the way.
Ding, ding, ding
You
goes the
do?
trolley.
Thanks, man.
Why did we go to Chester's stripper story time? What happened? Who did that?
I know.
Chester,
You
went
brought it up.
soprano.
Good soprano on us. That's right.
Soprano. What's that reference?
Oh, your. Well, I meant your voice got higher
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
whenever
Yeah,
the lady.
Well,
grabbed
because
you.
I'd heard of this show called The Sopranos, which I didn't watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he owned
You should
he
probably
owned a
watch that.
strip
That's a
joint.
good show.
I heard
It's-
it was.
it's-
I watched The Wire.
It's kind of not. It's really boring.
Is it?
Nothing
I think it
happens.
depends on-
Which is
It
better,
depends
The
on your
Sopranos or The
amazing
Wire?
show.
Because The Wire was fun.
Because I think The Wire was alright. The Sopranos is freaking fantastic. Obviously, some people disagree, but everyone has their own things they like.
That's
So
true.
Alpha
It was
says, so
very
happy the
entertaining. I
Lesters are
liked it.
not here. Yeah, fair enough. If they were here, I probably wouldn't have said it. That's true. They do keep me in check.
You're not worried about me.
Well, you and Kima, Kima's not quite my age, but Rosa, you and I are same age now. Come on, we're kind of past all of those childish concerns.
Childish.
Well, it is. I mean, but it was an interesting experience. If you can pull it off, you might enjoy it. You make
I'd
more
rather
money
keep
doing
it
that
on.
than you do with most things. But if you get yourself in shape and you're not minuscule in your, you can make a little bit of money doing it.
I mean, I've known a couple of strippers, but female ones, not male ones. They make a lot of money, yeah. And
They
it's
do.
not as weird as it sounds, to be honest with you.
No, the dudes who make money, because the female strippers, they make cash, dude. They make bank, right?
Yeah.
But the male strippers, now I never did this because I literally was just helping out the club I was working at. And they paid me for it, and of course I got tips and stuff. But the dudes who go and do the private bachelorette parties and those kind of things, wedding showers and stuff, those dudes make money. But they're also going to put out a lot of work though, because those women are behind closed doors and all. It's a bit rough.
And put
I've
out.
always heard that gay
Sometimes
strippers
they
make
rape-
the most
they
money.
rape you too.
They might. They might. Now, I've never met a gay stripper though, and I worked in a couple of male strip clubs, but there was no. They were all very heterosexual, actually.
Yeah, usually demand they be gay because they don't want to messing around with the girls.
No, that I have not met one. I've met gay dudes, but I haven't met one in those venues. But then again, I didn't know all of them that well.
It's okay,
Yeah.
Chester. You can admit
Maybe
you
they were
were
hiding.
Maybe.
It was only 2 weeks.
Well, this was back in the 90s, early 90s, right? You know, so maybe they were a little more
Oh,
discreet.
maybe you met some of the Power Rangers then.
Yeah, and that's why the conversation started, because the guy was a male stripper. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's how we got here.
Yeah.
No,
I was wondering. Yeah, I'd lost that whole thing.
Well,
Now you
because
know
I
where the
have
mountain and
an
the
insight.
yacht came
I
from.
have a little bit of insight.
I do not want to draw.
Yeah. I just wanted you all to know that I also was a male stripper.
Yeah, that's what it comes down
That's
to.
right.
Well, not me. I was teasing Chester. But also me. No, I'm kidding.
So I don't
Again.
get any points for being brave to admit that.
I can't
No.
even tell if it's true or
You were
not.
both
Oh,
stubborn
you-
and brave.
I think it's brave to do that, but not to talk about it.
Oh, okay. So I'm half right. That's good. I'll take that. 50%'s not bad. Anyway.
It's very impressive, yes.
Yes. Now, Sheldon is doing a straight up Power Ranger. Now, is this suit and sword correct? Is it on model? Is it accurate, Sheldon?
I think so. I'm copying this guy who looks like the Green Ranger.
Mhm.
And then he's next to the White Ranger, so I don't know.
Well, the
I'm
White
just gonna
Ranger's got
copy
a
this
much
guy.
cooler
They're the
costume.
same guy. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, and then the Red Ranger.
What?
What?
I did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to
Sheldon was
remember-
on Drawn and Quartered last night too.
Oh, how was that? I saw you guys are doing. What were you guys doing?
They did some Marvel Christmas thing, so I skipped out.
Was
Chicken
it?
Run? What?
Christmas special.
Yeah, they did the Christmas.
Oh, the
I watched
Guardians
it,
of
and it was
Galaxy?
alright. It was alright. It was just, I'm so bored with all that crap.
Well, my family does.
Ooh,
love
Marvel
the Guardian-
again.
The Guardians.
Exciting.
Yeah. So I'll watch it with my wife. Maybe I'll watch it tonight after I get back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not completely boring. It's okay. Kevin Bacon's funny. You know, it's got some moments. It's just,
Yeah. Well, I saw the Werewolf by Night, and it was god awful. I'm like, it was god awful,
Really?
dude. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and it wasn't even necessarily the woke nonsense. It was just in general god awful. I don't know.
I think they were
dude.
going
I've
for.
watched quite a few things recently, series-wise, like newer stuff, and some stuff's been good, some stuff's been well.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! Did
everyone.
you,
But like I said, everyone likes their own thing.
did you guys see what they're
So-
doing with Willow?
I
Oh,
watched
look,
it,
that
right?
looks
Have you?
god-awful.
Right? So, right. There's some good
Shit,
parts
dude.
and there's some bad parts of it.
No,
Have
it's
you watched
all
both
bad,
ep-
dude. It's all bad.
Have you-
It's pure
don't know if it's-
lesbian feminism propaganda. Pure.
Dude, there's
Is
like two
Laura
characters
Dannon
in it.
lesbian now?
No, the main character's not at all. The main characters aren't. That's the thing.
Well, no-
People seem
well,
to think
no,
it is,
She
and
was
it's
getting
not.
she was getting banged by the feckless prince who is the princess in distress that needs to be saved. He's prince, of course. So no, I don't think she's lesbian. But the main characters
No, she's
are.
not.
Willow is not the main
I
character,
don't
by
think.
the way. He's not. It's
No,
called
no,
Willow.
the
but
main
he's not.
characters are Laura Denon.
Well,
Laura
yeah, but
Dennon's
she
the main
was,
character, and she's not
a
gay.
scullery maid, and she was having sex with the poor prince who got
In the
abducted.
first episode. That's the
Yep.
thing. You have to leave it a few first. Wait and see what happens as opposed to just judging it on the first fucking episode.
It
That's what
was
happens
so
nowadays. You judge it.
r-
First
She is
episode,
lesbian, but she was having sex
and
with a
then you
dude.
know,
But okay, they're saying, all right, fine. But the thing is, it's not shocking to me, Rabbit, because it's ridiculously woke. It's ridiculously woke. Why would I watch a second episode? It's insane.
I
It's
didn't
it's
think it was that woke. There was a few
disrespectful.
woke bits. I didn't think it was that
The
woke at
whole
all.
thing, the whole premise is, dude.
Dude, there's like one lesbian character and everybody else
Yeah,
is like,
Rabbit.
there's some bad
Midgets
actors.
can't
First of
be
all, the
lizards.
two main girls are lesbian lovers, thus meaning two. Now you're telling
They
me in
don't seem
second
like the
episode
main
Laura
characters
is
to me.
also of the lesbian's persuasion, so we have
No,
3.
Laura is 100% not a lesbian. That's the point. They made it out like the main character was a lesbian, but the main character is the blonde girl.
No,
who
I'm
isn't.
not talking about the blonde. I'm talking about the two who are the main
Yeah.
characters. Those 2 girls, the
The
little
blonde girl's the
mulatto
main
girl
character.
and the little,
But they're not the main characters. They're just the side characters. The blonde one's the main character.
Jesus. They're the
Boy.
ones who are driving all the commentary. They're the ones that are driving all the action. Are those 2 girls?
Yeah, in the first episode.
You,
Yeah, well,
That's it.
I'm not watching the second one. They can go to hell.
Well, then you're going to miss out on the whole point of the story.
I will
That's the
happily
problem.
do so. Yeah.
I can't stand people who say things are woke after watching like half an episode or something.
No,
It really pisses me off. You
no,
don't actually know what's actually going to happen.
I watched it. There's no way that's
So
not.
did you
there's
hear
no
all the
way it's a
people
mistake.
like? Did you see all the fucking
No,
people going on about how Wednesday was?
No.
There was all those people saying it was racist.
Eeyore,
I didn't
Eeyore.
watch that. It just didn't look interesting to me. I have no
Wednesday
idea.
was fucking amazing. Probably one of the best series I've seen in a fucking long time.
Oh yeah,
100%
people are
Adam
saying
Sandler.
people are saying that Wednesday is racist because they made the bully characters black.
Yeah, but then they didn't actually watch the series, and I have, so I know what happens, and they're not.
No, I
actually
haven't
bullied.
even watched it yet. I don't like Tim
I
Burton.
won't
do
ruin it
think
for you.
so, Alpha
but-
Proto. That is probably true. Santa is a mutant in Marvel Comics. That's true. They all might as well be. I understand what Rabbit is saying. I get it, but it was so over the top. It's a lot of people complain about Marvel doing that, and the truth is Marvel. Yeah, sure they do it, but it's quite subtle, right?
Have you watched the movie recently? I rewatched it recently just to see, and
Which
that's
one?
completely over the top and ridiculous. Willow, the original Willow.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I know, but it's completely retarded and stupid as well. There's it's very bad in that same sense. Like the series, it's the same kind of atmosphere.
The brownies. Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
brownies were
stupid stuff in it.
funny.
It's
It's
like
a
the
whole
worst
bunch
thing
of
I've
wait and
ever
see
seen.
what happens. That's the thing.
Dude,
You can't
there
just
was
like,
one white dude. They killed him off quick. They insulted him. They were disrespectful to him as he lay dying. So,
Which guy?
I don't know what you're talking about. The only white dude in the freaking thing, dude.
Willow?
I see
The
white
one
guys in there.
white
I'm
dude.
not
No,
sure-
not
I'm
him.
not quite sure who you're on about.
The
Who you
dwarves
talking
don't
about?
count.
I'm
Oh,
not quite
okay.
sure who you're on about.
They're not the people.
They're
You're not the
not.
old
Not
guy.
people. He's only 3/3 of a person.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what you're on about. I
I
have
don't
no idea.
understand why a white person was doing in the show to begin with. Makes no sense.
That's true. That is fair.
He should have been killed, and they should have made fun of him
They did. Yeah.
and have hot
Who cares about a
lesbian.
Daikini's death, anyways?
This is fair, but he wasn't a daikini. Well, he wasn't.
They're all
daikini. I'm
daikinis.
sorry, you're right. Yeah, they were daikini.
Yeah.
I reversed that. Yeah. But
The male gaze.
yeah, no, I just could. I cannot even. Rabbit. I cannot even. It's so insanely ridiculous, dude. A little bit here or there, fine,
I'll
whatever.
enjoy it.
You go
I'll
ahead.
enjoy it, and
Go
you
ahead.
can hate it for no reason.
And I
That's
hope
fine.
Warwick Davis
Just like
throws
the
down
rest
the
of the
best
freaking world
performance of his
does.
life. I hope he does. Because the show's
Well, he's
not about
acting.
him.
I actually saw one of the brownies, the comic at Comedy Castle once.
Kevin Pollock.
I probably
Or the
maybe
tall one.
the
Or
tall
the
one.
other guy.
The tall
The
one.
tall one from that was in Blind Fury.
That's true. There was a short round one and a tall one. Wasn't
Oh.
there? That's true.
Blind
Yeah, no, the
Fury,
tall
you
one.
broke your hour.
I actually saw him at Comedy Castle. He was pretty funny.
Cool.
Yeah, Kevin Pollock was the shorter one.
And
The
then
impression
then
of-
the chick dumped me right after that.
Aw.
I've
Aw.
still-
He's like, I hate Columbo.
Did you send her a letter and tell her how you're a famous author now?
Mm-hmm.
I should.
You should.
You should do that.
You should. I'm
You
an
could've
author
got this
now,
wizard
and I'm
stone,
married,
but
and
you
I have
didn't.
23 kids. Take that.
And you could have had some of this. You know
You
what I'm
coulda.
saying?
You could have. It's true.
Brother on Jimmy
All
Kimmel.
this could have been yours.
Can you do you
My
even
revenant
remember
from
her
my
name?
tomb. Yeah, what's her name?
See, doesn't matter.
What? Who? What?
The chick who dumped you.
I'm not gonna get into that.
So you do remember her name, huh?
Oh, I do remember.
Well, obviously not. She dumped you.
Mm. I remember a couple of girls' names,
Um,
but the reason I remember their names is probably not to be spoken of.
She was my girlfriend out in Canada. You know what I'm saying?
Out in Canada. Is that the word? I
She
thought it
dubbed
was
me.
up in. All right.
Up and out. Well, I'm in Michigan,
America's
so
hat and all.
we got Canada. We got Canada to the side and above. So
That
I
is
remember
a
the
good
names. I don't remember where they're
That is
buried.
Oh, it is above.
It'd be good if you remembered that. That would be important. Hey, JD, can you back this up a little bit, dude?
Oh, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of liking it. Yeah, you want to take that right leg and twist it to the. I guess in this case, it'd be twisting it counterclockwise about 10 degrees, 7 degrees.
Oh,
The
okay.
heck is a degree, man?
Oh my!
It's
Something
a
that the
unit to-
Mesopotamians gave us. A circle.
Gotta go to college to get one of those.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
yeah.
Black Belt College.
Let's go to
wouldn't.
CVS. It's
I
right next
would-
to the Secret.
I would go to a trade school if anywhere were listening and trying to make a decision. Go to a trade school. Don't go to a university.
Yeah.
Do you know
You
how
can
much
do
my
both,
university
can't you?
costs a year? Would you like to guess how much my university costs a year?
A yacht and
12
a
grand. about
sex
now,
castle.
probably.
Around
No,
$50.
it's not a sex castle. It's a
$1,000.
shrine.
How is that not
Jeez.
elitist? I mean,
$1,000?
seriously.
Soul.
And well, my point
Dude,
is, this was
that's the
over
most
30
ridiculous thing
years
I've ever
ago,
heard.
Rabbit. Imagine today. Imagine.
Well,
That's
in
like when
today,
Gordon Ramsay-
basically,
I was gonna
it's a
say-
college that should be burnt to the ground. I
was gonna
don't
say
agree
that-
with
that was like
paying
only
that
half of
much for
my-
anything.
My college.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Mine
fucking
was $3
insane.
grand a year when I did my degree. $3 grand a year, and that
Yeah,
was too
that's
much.
like trade school. That's perfect, dude.
Well, that's how much it all costs. Now it don't cost that now.
You're Brit,
Now
though.
it's like 9 to
That's
12
true.
grand a year. 12 grand a year is fucking stupid. I mean, who can afford that when you're fucking 18? No one. You
Yeah,
know,
but-
unless you're from a rich family, which
Yeah,
most
but-
people aren't.
You have to understand though, when you there is a slight benefit when you're having a resume or some kind of CV of something you have to submit, and on there it has multiple degrees from Brown University. It carries weight.
Yeah, but
Brown.
that's because
Not
you've got
in
money.
software.
It's
Yeah,
all
I
about
like
money, then, though, isn't it? The rich people get what they want, and that's all. That's all that happens. That's
This
how.
is
That's
true.
how it always.
This
has
is
been.
true. That's why we
Which is
control
why-
the sex castles, Rabbit.
It's all
I
good
hate.
to
So I'm not a
demand,
fan
you
of
know
rich.
what I'm
The
saying?
rich.
Oh.
Down
Basically,
with
on
the
my
man
least
who keep
favorite
the
people.
rich man.
Yes, yes. We have
Around
we have to control
My
the sex
retarded
castles in
stepsister
mountains.
went there.
Did she?
She's doing great. She she got her graduated with honors.
Well, there you go. Yeah. No, it carries prestige behind it. There is something to that. Here in Japan, of course, they're even more crazy about things like that. My wife went to, of course, for me, it applies as well, but she went to a very prestigious Japanese school. And she literally, when her boss found out that she went to this particular university, he literally increased her pay 70%.
That's fucking
Whoa.
retarded. And people wonder why the world's so freaking out of balance.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Rabbit.
Tell me about it.
There are just some careers you have to get a college education for.
That's true.
One
Yeah, I
of
mean,
them
I
is
have
the engineering
qualifications, but-
engineering profession.
Engineering,
Anything.
sciences,
Engineering.
Yeah, that's a requirement.
educations, those kind of things. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, most people should go to a trade school. It's cheaper and more money for you in the long run. It just is.
I should have been an electrician.
You should have
It's
been.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to do
But-
what you enjoy, though, right?
It
What's
only
the point
takes
in
2
living?
years to become an electrician.
Yeah. And they start
If
out
you
at what?
pass.
60, 80 grand? They start.
Depends on your location
VCR repair.
and if you get your journeyman's.
Oh,
I've
fair enough.
never
But I mean, it's a
understood
process.
But yes.
still, it's-
Angeles.
You'd be
awesome.
you'd be shocked how great being an electrician is.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'll accept that into my heart.
That was a good one. Yeah, I liked it. I rather enjoyed it.
My dad makes
Do
a lot
another.
of money at the plant. He works as a maintenance worker.
Mhm.
And he makes a lot of money with it. He learned his trade from the military.
Yep.
What kind of plant?
Tire plant.
Ficus.
Oh, I thought we were going to have a Homer moment. But
You did
but
it
no,
again.
dude,
Yeah,
the
the hard day at the
trades,
ficus plant.
the trades are really where the money is. It really
Yeah.
is.
Actually,
Especially right now, where they're like starving for people to do trades.
Yeah, dude.
They'll pay
Actually-
almost anything.
I got my start.
Can I trade
in,
Pokemon? Does that count?
I got my start in electrical trade school or electronics trade school
There you go.
to be a technician.
No, it's the way to go, dude. It really is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well,
how-
the only
Only if
problem.
you want to like do things for money. I mean,
Yeah, the only problem.
money's not the only thing that's
Well,
important.
the only problem is that, and I warned my kids about this, is that if you go in and you take a trade, let's say you're going to be a welder, this, that, or the other,
Mhm.
they will
Yeah.
always treat you as if you are nothing but a welder.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
so that's
okay.
why I told my son, if you're going to be an engineer, yeah, you can go be a welder, but until you get that engineering degree, you will never make it into like the areas you want to be, which requires an engineering degree.
This is one of the
That's
most
true.
tragic about our society at this point. My father was, I think I've told you before, worked on the Apollo 11 project. He actually helped build and design the Saturn V rockets. Never got his degree, never graduated from high school.
Yeah, well, back in
he-
those days, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Well, it started to matter when they came through, but he managed to slide in. He was a design engineer. He was very good at what he did, and he was very creative. But he started out in the trades. He started out as a journeyman ironman. He knew about stressors. He knew about points of failure in engineering. He knew about it because he had done it.
Yeah.
As a result, when he did his engineering, he did it with a tradesman's eye. He understood the materials because he had worked with them. When you do tool and die, you understand what it means to get the tolerances correct.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
he knew what it meant. And he worked with so many as he entered his later years. Engineers who had never worked in the trades, who did not have a physical.
Thank you,
Yes.
Elrod.
That's beautiful. I think that
Jesus Christ.
Derailed.
Yeah, Elrod is on a Lone Ranger kick. I have to say, Alan, that Judge Dredd has downgraded himself to a knife.
You know what? I was actually thinking of Judge Red.
Yeah.
They announced Dread 2.
But
Yeah,
no,
I have it in my head.
But no, Rosa, of course, you're correct. And actually, those same people you mentioned are those German Nazis we brought over and gave all kind of awards and money to. Those guys, they're the reason why we have all this degree shit. It always comes back to the Germans.
Well, the funny
Interesting.
part is that my grandfather also did that too, and he got a correspondence degree, which back in those days was like useless, but he just happened to get it around the time World War II started. And so he got involved with developing planes, and he was in aerospace for most of his life, except a short stint here in Detroit, which that has its own story to it as well. But yeah, he got his from a correspondence school, and he showed a certain amount of talent, and so they brought him on, and of course, he was learning all this stuff as he went, and he eventually would be moved into the Redstone rocket project, and then I believe into the space program.
There
So
you go.
the thing about developing talent within the actual working environment, I think has a lot of merit as opposed to going the educational route.
You're speaking of a meritocracy, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, we put people on the frickin' moon, and these people didn't have half of the degree. What's the word I'm looking for? The degree pedigree that people do now, and now we sit around and look at frickin' social media all day.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You do realize you just
That's
triggered
screwed up.
Elrod, right? You triggered the hell out of Elrod, right?
Oh,
We
here's the
landed
music
on the
playing.
moon?
Yes.
We landed on the moon!
Yeah, that. He's going to be coming back. I expect Wagner, maybe? Wagner. I think we're getting Wagner now. It's your
We're
fault,
talking
Jeff.
about Germans.
Yes. That was the
I
point.
hate Wagner.
Actually, it's awesome. But anyway.
But yeah. So that's the thing that kills me is I got a frickin' associate's degree, and it's absolutely useless for the career I'm in.
Right. No, it has to be appropriate. You're right. A lot of people go to university and there's no need for them to do that. You shouldn't do that. Go to some kind of trade school, get something that'll make you money and something you can build your life around, dude. If you go to university, and I don't, and it's really the government's fault for all of this money, the taxpayer money that they throw at them, and they create all these kind of side projects to make more money. Because in reality, university should be for the sciences.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
You know, and a lot of those university degrees that are going out, they're humanities degrees.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
And it's
insane.
it's an obscene amount of money being thrown at. And these people, they get out, and you know how many sociology degrees?
Yeah,
or how many
that's a
sociology
community
positions
college
you
at best, dude. At best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I can kind of understand the English and the literature because there's a whole.
Well, if you're going to be an educator, sure.
Well, educator, but also like if you're going to be in the publishing. But I mean, these people, they don't get paid spit.
Well,
you know, you get into those agents, they don't get paid. Agents and editors and all that other stuff, they don't get paid spit. And you've spent $100,000 on a career that's going to take you 3 lifetimes to pay off based on how much you're making and where you're living, which is going to be in New York.
Well, that's fair, but I personally, I'm a person who believes that all schools should be trade schools. I think we should just break it down in that way, kind of do like the communists did.
I've got a real love for art and things like that. When you go and you say, I want to learn something, anybody should be able to go and say, I want to learn about this thing. Take my money and let me learn from you.
Sure.
I would like to learn art or about music or about reading or literature, cooking. If I have money and I would like to go to your school and you feel like I have the skills to take your course, I should be able to go, hey, I want to learn this thing.
Yeah, I agree. But what I'm talking about is the application of taxpayer money.
That's when you actually have it where you're subsidizing these things and it does not add to that person's ability to make a living or to go out and to really enjoy it. So much of it actually does contribute to culture.
Yeah, but it contribute to the society. If we're going to put taxpayer money toward it, it should be things that will contribute to society. Not something that's your own vanity project or your own desire. It should be something that specifically taxpayers gain from, benefit from. And we're not doing that, is kind of the point I'm trying to make, Rosa.
Yeah, you're talking about, in this case, the subsidized issues.
Yes, that's my problem. Yeah.
You subsidize something, it should be, I need more doctors, or I need more radiology techs. I need something like this. And we already see that in the energy industry, where we don't have young men, especially, but even with women, we don't have people that are willing to go out and actually work a full 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
There's money. You want to talk about making money? It's out on the oil field.
Oh yeah, those guys make a ton of money.
Dude,
and welding.
It's a dangerous job, though. It is dangerous.
We have those skills. We actually minister to that. But because we're a small country church, and because my husband and my son are both pastors, they can't be gone on Sundays, so we actually minister to that population. We've pretty much taken, you take a vow of poverty if you can't do shift work. That's just all there is to it, because that's where you make a lot of dough. But we have our own business and we make mine. We do what we can. But people that do that for a living make a good living. It's hard work. It's tough. But there's also, and I'm not even talking about dignity. It actually takes brain cells to go out and to switch out a drilling rig. Anybody who has never done it, you need to go out there and watch some of this stuff. It takes brain to do the trades. There is no reason for people to mock or belittle people who actually go out and do the trades, because it takes a lot.
You're right. But therefore, seeing as your family are priests, am I your dirty little secret, Rosa?
No,
they're pastors, not priests.
Dirty little secret, dirty little secret.
I know you know. They know. They actually have listened to the show. When
Do they? Oh my goodness! I have triggered people. Oh, okay.
We live in a society that deals with situations like that, and the whole point is, do you bring the love of God into it or not?
Sure.
And if that's what you did, that we live in this world.
You tell them not to worry about it. I'm just a heathen.
You are not a heathen.
I am a heathen.
Don't interrupt him when he's talking. He's a heathen.
I mean, Rosa, technically, come on, like, you have to agree. I mean,
I am a heathen.
The man is a stripper.
I was.
Plays
for 2
music
weeks
for
now. Come on.
Salacious women.
I was
He
surprised,
practices
dude.
safe sacks.
It's one thing to sit back as a bouncer and watch it. And like I said, those are so cush jobs because, although to be fair, the women are much more tight fisted. No, I didn't mean it that way. Much more tight fisted than the men are when it comes to tipping. But sitting there as a bouncer and watching and observing the room is one thing, but getting up and doing it, man, those women are out their damn mind, dude. I don't know what happens to them. It's like someone flicked the damn switch.
Woman moment, you know.
I suppose because women don't
Tell
act
me
like that
about
in
it.
public, dude. My God.
Hashtag cancel white women, right?
Yeah. Actually, the black ladies were the
That's-
worst because
Hey.
they got a grip. They got a manly
What-
grip.
What happened to Eric? Eric's not here.
No,
Where's
he's
he?
he's under
Said
the
he's
weather.
sick.
Yeah, Eric
And-
wasn't
and-
feeling
and
well.
he was privy to the stripper story time, and he decided he was going to nope out.
Oh,
But
I
I will not
find
be a part of
that
this.
hard to believe.
That's true. But goodness gracious. Oh
He'd
well.
be- he would delay the discussion for at least 2 hours.
Well, Eric has a tone, and he knows exactly how to shut me down. So, you know. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I actually like what JD is doing today. You got to work on the legs a little bit, though. They're still a little bit off, but you got something going on here, JD. You do. You definitely got something going on.
Wait, I can actually probably shade a little bit more over here.
I don't think it's a
I'll
shading.
probably-
I think it's a position issue. And I've seen these guys are able to isolate things and kind of rotate them and twist them. So I know you can do this with this software you have, but they're just not quite at the right angle. The left one needs to be turned counterclockwise a little bit, and the right one, the bottom half from the knee down, needs to be turned counterclockwise, but from the bottom out.
Oh, that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I didn't...
Their angles are just off, but you got something going on here, dude.
Okay.
Can you guys help him?
well-
I don't know. I don't know if he knows how to. Can you guys help him with that?
I understand. I understand what you said, dude, but it might take me a while to redo this whole thing.
I don't think you
He
have to
understands
redo it.
exactly what you said, but he just doesn't.
He doesn't. Yeah.
I-
No.
I-
JD, it's actually I've seen these guys do it. It takes like freaking 10 seconds. You don't have to redo nothing. Guys, can you help him explain how we can isolate an image on the screen and rotate it?
Oh, the
Speaking
lasso
of
tool.
JD, I gotta go, guys.
All right,
Oh,
bud.
thanks, dude. Thanks for coming in. Throw it
Thanks
in
for hanging out with us.
Discord, dude.
Hi.
Later,
Hey,
dude.
hey, if I finish my piece, I'll put it in the draw long.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please.
Thank you.
Unpaid.
Hey.
Take
All right,
it
dude,
easy.
Night, bud.
later. And keep in
Hey,
mind, you guys can draw along as well. Just go ahead and drop that in the Discord, which I know Jeff has either already done or will do again. And drop that in the Discord, or you can go over to the Twitter, hashtag DNQFE, and drop it in there. And we are, of course, doing a tribute to Jason David Frank, who sadly passed away recently. And of course, he was a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
The mightiest.
There you go. Yeah, you went up too high, JD. It was the knee down that was the issue, not the thigh. It was the knee.
Oh,
Yeah, the knee, the thigh is fine. It's the knee.
okay. I'll just push the undo button.
Thyroid.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Knee down, and you got to turn the toe. You got to turn the toe in toward the thigh, in toward the.
Take him to the
groin.
tow truck.
Oh, the toe. Okay.
Yeah, the
I
toe.
get it now.
No. From the knee down. Knee down. Go up to the knee.
That's what.
What's going on?
That would be
I
the
am.
toe. Go from the no. That's not the knee down. That would be the sole. The
You guys
the ball
Playing
of the foot.
Twister.
Right there.
Okay,
Right there.
like-
Yeah. Right there. Knee. There you go. And then turn the toe in toward the thigh. No, the opposite direction.
Your other toe.
Yeah, toe wreck.
This direction.
I think the rotation needed to be a little bit more three-dimensional, but I mean, I don't know how to do that. So,
Yeah.
what kind of
I don't
what kind of vectors do you guys have control of in that way?
Vectors.
All right.
We work in bitmaps, man. Get out
Well-
of here with your vectors.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
don't have an X,
Hell.
Y, and Z axis that you can rotate upon?
No.
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 So you
Unless you have
literally
like Z
so you're
SketchUp or something.
you're literally clockwise and counterclockwise only.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Much,
I
yeah.
figured you had some vectoring.
Especially
in
when
there.
it's a flat image.
Yeah, we ain't
If
got
you-
ZBrush.
Oh,
Yeah, we
so
don't know
ZBrush
he's
would do
ZBrush.
that. Oh, because I've seen
Yeah.
people on here do it. So I guess
Really?
it must have been ZBrush. I have seen them do that. Yeah.
Maybe they were so
You-
good at making 2D
What-
look 3D, you just
What
thought
am,
it.
what am I looking at? Sorry, I missed it. You wanted to do what? Make
I
what
took a nap.
3D? No, I was getting a drink.
I just was
You want
wondering
to do what?
what
No, I
manner-
know.
Okay.
You want to move something in a specific way.
Mhm.
What?
Rotate the axis, the Z-axis. Is that right?
I
What
wanted to.
part
I
of- I'm
wanted to
looking
deal
at
with the x-axis actually, but whatever.
What is change? Right. So I can see a few things that JD needs to change.
It's okay. He
we
did
said that-
something and it's better. So
It does look good. The fist on the right hand side needs to be a bit smaller.
yeah, no,
Oh,
there's
And
yeah.
the
you're right, but he's got something going on here though. He just got to get those wonky
foot.
legs straight up.
JD's making it happen.
JD,
He is.
should
Man.
zoom down to get the foot a second. Right, the foot. That's
reconnecting the
where it
legs.
looks a bit off. The foot looks a bit off because the shape's the wrong shape.
It needs
What?
to
If you
be
know what I mean.
loose.
The foot, no. The foot's curving round like that, like a cartoon. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person because I'm looking at it in a realistic kind of sense.
No, I'd rather
Um,
do it in a cartoon.
Um,
I was going for a cartoony style.
well, actually,
then
what
you-
you just did made it look better. To be
It
honest
did.
with you,
It
it
did
just
look
looked a bit.
better, yeah.
You did just looked a bit off. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just tiny little tweaks. Because that one you posted on the general or whatever earlier, that looked alright, and you've definitely improved a lot.
Well,
Although I do think you need to start using pen pressure
Models.
on your brushes.
Well, I do.
Models,
I do.
yes, like real life ones. The Chicken Factory.
Well, like take your hard brush you've got there, and then take the softness down from 100% hard to like 10% off the hardness.
I don't have softness on my computer.
What are you using? Oh, you're using. Sorry, I'm using
Wow.
Photoshop.
He's using
He's
a
drawing with the
DS.
mouse. too.
What is he? Oh, wait, you're drawing with a mouse? Okay, never
No,
mind then.
no. They're making fun.
what are you
Okay.
drawing with?
But you're not. No. Well, what's the difference? Okay, so someone who uses Clip Studio, what's the difference? I take the hardness down because I use a hard brush, but I take the 8% lower, so it's got 8% less hardness, and it makes the
I
brush a
don't.
lot
I don't.
more
I don't
painty.
really. I don't think
Opacity?
Opacity, yeah.
All the tool properties right on the left-hand side above your paint palette. All in there. Like you don't click
Go
that.
to the opacity of your brush and then just take it down like 8%, and it will make your brush like a lot. Just for not for painting your solid colors, but just for doing your blacks. You know.
What are you
Yeah, I
using
know.
to draw with, JD? Just curious.
Julian tablet.
A what? Say I
No,
couldn't
I
hear
just
that.
looked
I
like
couldn't
the
hear that.
mouse.
Tablet.
Say-
He's using a tablet.
Which tablet?
Julian tablet.
Julian.
Julian. What is a Julian?
It's a Huion. It's a Chinese version of a Wacom. I'm using an XP pen, which is a Japanese technically version of a Wacom.
Oh, okay. So not a Huawei, a Julian, something different. Okay.
No, Huion. It's I don't know how you pronounce it, but it begins
Well,
with H.
dude, I don't know shit. about
Huien? Huion? I don't know. I can't remember exactly. It's Huion.
I usually.
I don't know how to pronounce shit.
Okay.
It's
But I know what you're
Chinese,
talking about.
Oh, great.
That's what Zach used. He used a Huion as well. They're
So what's
apparently
it
they're
called?
good.
A
I use them
Julian
with
art
people.
pad or a drawing pad or what?
It's a tablet. It's
I think
a
it's
Art.
HUION.
Tablet.
I honestly just think you need
It's
to use a
HUIN.
slightly finer brush. I think that's all it is for your inks. Because you're doing all right. You obviously, because flat coloring is easy. It's just your these lines here on this energy thing, for instance, are far too thick for the energy. Whereas the line on the back's fine because that needs to be back. But then that's fine there. But then the energy thing's too thick. I think it's just a case of line weight and you changing it so it's more of like a pencil as opposed to a marker pen will make a massive difference. If that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I was kinda
like
going
for instance, you could ink with a pencil. Well, Kim, I got Kim's brushes, so I know what she uses. But it's like you use like more like nib inks brushes or pencil brushes to do the line art, because it adds you can add depth to it.
Okay.
With your pen pressure.
Dude,
I might go too far. Sorry.
JD's head's gonna explode.
I was trying to.
I know what I'm talking about, but I don't use Clip Studio.
Are you talking about his lines are too thick?
Yeah, his lines are too thick, but it's just because his brush is too thick. You know what I mean? It's or he's too heavy-handed with it. I don't know, but
it's because of my autism, dude.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
Strikes. So this is a Huion. It's Huion, a Huion. Okay.
Huion. It's like a karate move when you break through some bricks.
Also, another reason I do the heavy-handed method is on the energy lines. It's because I was trying to do kind of a Jack Kirby-ish element.
Oh, cool.
Rabbit doesn't know, but Jack Kirby has kind of heavier, thicker energy lines.
No, I had to recently color a Kirby Crackle, and I had to Google what the fuck a Kirby Crackle was.
Crackle for me is hard.
I had no fucking clue what he was. Oh, there's a Kirby Crackle. What? What is it? What does he do?
Oh, I see.
It's
a Chinese product, and the English is written as Huion, but it's actually Huiwang. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's not pronounced how it's like. That's why I use XP Pen. It's easy.
We don't speak that Xi Jinping language.
That's fair.
Oh, dude, yeah, the shit going on.
Sounds like you're about to choke.
I have no idea.
Actually, extremely popular in Indonesia and India.
I think it's really popular in China too.
Well, Chinese. Well, the
seems to be
headquartered in Shenzhen, which are completely locked down and in full riot. Sweet, you go Shenzhen,
dude. Yeah, that's
pretty. That is pretty based.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're finally writing.
Though I guarantee you.
Yeah, dude. Did you see all the? Because they changed all the passports to red and shit, didn't they? As well.
They did. Yeah,
they've done a lot of bad shit to them.
You can't use the trains now. You can't.
Can't do anything. You can't even live in a house.
You can't buy food. You can't. You can't go to. You can't do anything. And they've shut it down.
They weren't like. Yeah, apparently, if you go on red, that's it. You can't even go back home.
Yeah, and the police are out. Are out in force, and they have a lot of plainclothes people are out in force and beating people in the street.
It sucks, man. I always wanted to go to China when I was young because I love China and all the stuff they do.
Sure. Well, when you
my
were
teacher
young,
was telling me
it was pretty nice.
Yeah,
to go.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We still own Hong Kong at that point as well.
That's true. It's all your fault.
No,
it's not our fault. It's China's fault.
It's definitely your fault. We're going to blame Britain.
Started with Nottingham Forest.
I'm going to blame it on America because it's normally Americans' fault.
Well, it's always our fault. You can take a little bit of the blame.
Yeah, it's about time some people start sharing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty sure this government broke off from yours.
I do think my stripper conversation was much more.
Dude, my government sucks ass as well. I'm not going to say shit. I hate who's in charge at the minute. Fucking wish they'd get rid of the fucking conservatives. I wish they'd get rid of Labour as well. So don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of either of them.
How about we just get rid of all of them?
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yay! Consensus. I'm going to get coffee. God damn it, Jeff! Can you take over? Are you capable?
Oh man, I want to go get coffee.
Yeah, I can take advice.
All right.
What do I need to do to make
Jeff,
this look good?
steer the conversation away from China and strippers.
Draw boobs on there.
No strippers or China. Okay, Jeff? Okay, Jeff.
Yeah, we already.
All I have to do is draw boobs on it.
Yeah, with a conservative amount of nip, just not too much nip.
There is no such thing as a conservative amount of nip, sir. And I was almost took headphones off. I'm glad I didn't.
Yes.
That has definite overlap on the stripper.
No, of course you're right, Sheldon. Yeah.
Discussion base. Significant amount.
Maybe I should have done the female version of the Green Ranger. I should have done an armor on. That's what I should have done. Damn.
Oh yeah.
I've been drawing more female characters recently, trying to improve, so that would have been better. I just wasn't in the mood to draw Power Rangers. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I was painting a portrait, and I was working on some character design work to try and get into the gaming industry jobs that are going at the minute. So
why in the world would you want to do that?
because I need a job that's not a shit job, working in some like warehouse or some bullshit crap job. I want to work in.
Bro, work in a warehouse.
I'd sooner kill myself.
It's not so
I
bad.
literally would sooner kill myself.
Wait until you work in the gaming industry.
I'm joking, but I literally am not joking. I literally would sooner kill myself.
Okay, just work in the factory.
Look, I don't.
Not interested.
I don't disagree with you about not working in a warehouse, but wait until you get into the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Well, my mate works in the game industry, and he's all good.
I used to work in the gaming industry.
Rabbit, don't travel to Canada saying that because you might get a hangnail. And
I'm never going to Canada, and if I do, I'm only going to stay with Kinmer.
Yeah.
And at that point, all we're going to do then is just eat moose.
Moose.
Moose or go to the bar. Take your pick.
Yeah, that's it. Just drink and eat moose. That sounds good. Maybe hunt a moose while drunk. Who knows?
Done. I am pretty sure that's
No, just there's a lot of I have a lot of experience and I've done a lot of jobs and none of them have been what I would call. I can't do that kind of work. It's just not me. I literally can't. I especially with how I am with people in real life, not on this. I literally will tell people where to go fuck themselves straight away.
Nonsense. You're a people person.
I am not a people person at all. I'm a very sociable person, but I'm not a people person. I don't know if that makes sense. I like hanging out with people.
Rabbit, I was actually kidding, but okay.
I know you were. I don't know. I'd say it's just because I've been looking for work and I've been doing stuff, and I mean I'm still getting bits of money here and there from stuff, so it's not the end of the world. But
I thought you had a teaching job.
No, I'm qualified now to do teaching stuff. Getting a job at the minute in this country is a fucking nightmare. Have you not seen? I don't know if you're up to where the fucking cost of living shit and all the fucking people that can't even afford to fuel the fucking heating in their houses. I mean, dude, it's a fucking nightmare.
I thought you said that the heating was cheap, or something like that. The gas was cheap.
It is cheap. They can't afford it, so they can't buy it. So it's real cheap.
It's because there's a lot of shit that led to all the crap going on in this country, and it's all to do with the fucking government that's in charge.
Poopy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's not. I mean, I'm all right. My family's all right, but I know people that aren't all right, but that makes it harder to do things that you need to do because life's fucking bag of shit at the minute in this country. This country is slowly turning less and less like a real country, and more like a third world fucking country.
That's everywhere.
Including ours.
It's just fucking. I mean, I feel sorry for all the people at the minute that can't afford to fucking. I'm all right. I don't have grandparents anymore, so. But if I did, I'd be fucking terrified for them. Because people who have pensions can't afford to live, and that they're the people that deserve money. They've lived all their life and they're still not, can't afford it. Unless obviously you're rich, because the Conservatives are in power of the rich people and they only care about the rich people. I don't know. I'd like to say if you don't follow the English politics, you won't know. And I don't want to talk about it really because I don't know enough about it to really discuss it. Properly.
That's good. I don't know anything about it. As far as I know, they're still wearing those white wigs.
I wish they were, man. That would be freaking awesome. No, this country's a nightmare at the minute. I want to leave, to be honest. I'd like to leave. I want to go to somewhere where I get paid for what I enjoy doing. And I could go to any number of countries and get paid for just playing my fucking music.
Heck yeah, man. Learn how to play the ukulele.
I can play ukulele. That's really easy.
Well, I mean,
no, but I'm not joking though. I know I can go to another country and get paid for playing music in a band. But in this country, good luck doing that. Unless you're massively famous already. I know.
Yeah, well, if you go to Texas, you have to have a fiddle in the band.
Well, I mean, we could do that. I can't do it because I've tried playing them and they're not easy. Don't know if you've ever played one.
Suck at playing it.
No,
Don't ask me.
No, dude. They're
you
have one, don't you? No, they're fucking hard.
They are hard to play.
I've learned. I can play bass guitar. I can play a bit of drums. I can sing, and I can play a piano and I can play a bit of double bass and a bit of cello, a bit of cello, but violin or fiddle. No, just no. I can't play saxophone either, but I'm kind of happy about that.
Saxophone. Good.
Saxophones aren't important anyway.
I kind of always wanted to play saxophone. My mate played saxophone and bass clarinet, but that was in a ska band, a jazz band.
Saxophone.
I hear saxophone pays well.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Any instrument that you're classically trained and can sight read with pays well, because you're basically playing for anybody else. Because you can sight read, so you can do it. Like I can play anything, but I can't sight read like that. And I'd sooner never play for somebody else. It's like, would you want to draw somebody else's characters for your life? I'd hate to do that. Do fan art for a living. It's the same kind of idea, right?
Fan art, yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, I hate the idea. I hate cover bands. Cover bands, I wish could all go off and just not exist.
Whoa!
I'd be very happy.
There's some pretty good ones out there.
I'm not saying there aren't, but it takes away
can't get
from
the real
musicians.
thing. Get these guys.
It takes away from real musicians and new music. I'm not the only one. All me and my friends are in bands. Hate bands because I could go do it right now. I can sing Nirvana
I'm in a band that hates bands.
I could quite easily make money off it, but I just don't want to do it. It's kind of like I don't know. It's just not right.
You might have to swallow that pride, dude.
No, never.
Don't choke on it.
Yeah, I will choke on it. But you got to stand by what you believe, though, right? I mean, isn't that what? I mean, that's an American thing. I would have thought. Stand
if you want to keep your dignity,
I will never do what I don't want to do. Ever.
Dignity is highly overrated.
Totally. Get a factory job, bro.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Never. Just never. If you knew me, you'd know.
Come on, man. Just go to where I work. It's totally great. I'll introduce you to everybody.
Where you work, yeah. I'll take the flight over.
Make a big bunch of money. Just work in a factory.
I don't care about a big bunch of money. It doesn't interest me. As long as I have enough money to buy food and play music, I don't care.
Oh, well, that's the big bunch of money I was talking about. It's enough to buy food and play guitar.
Oh, I see. No, I have enough to do that. I already have 10 guitars. I don't need any more guitars. I'm fine with money for doing what I want to do.
What do you need a job for then?
Because I need to live eventually. I'll need more money. Everybody needs a job. I was self-employed for 7 years. So when you stop being, I don't know if you've ever done it, but when you stop, it's really hard to work for somebody else.
It is. It's very hard. You get used to making your own decisions, and we pretty much have stayed in our own business because of our scheduling. Because
I want to go back to it, but it's hard at the minute in this country, like I say.
Yeah.
All I need is commissions. If I get a lot of commissions, I'll be fine. I would say NFTs, but let's be honest, they're a bag of shit and they're about dead now. So they were doing okay. I got some good money out of it, but now they're about dead. I always look at what's going on with it. It's like, no, it just keeps diving. I need to get. I got what I could get out of it.
Cool, man. Good for you.
I don't know.
It'll probably make a comeback, like everything else.
It might do. We'll see. I don't like this picture at all, but I keep doing stuff to it.
It's okay.
Did you draw the boobs on there?
No, I changed it. I don't know what the Power Rangers are like. It looks more like I don't know. If I had the full body and the sword, maybe that's what I need to do.
Sorry, Kimo, what were you gonna say?
I said I can't ink worth a shit tonight, so it's okay.
What?
I'm not inking. I'm just drawing. I don't know. What does his sword look like? It's got like this weird.
You're a inker.
I don't like inking on the Huon that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't like coloring either, but you're good at it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
I deny it.
Stop lying.
I'm with you, Keno. I hate my colouring.
Thank
and my inking is just friggin' retarded as well.
I can't. Yeah, I can't cope with my inking. No. Yeah. Coloring,
Kima,
sure. I know I'm good at that, but
Kima, do you want me to take the heat off you and steer the conversation back to stripping?
Yes.
stripping.
I mean, what?
Explain to people. It's like, what y'all talk about tonight?
Stripping.
Stripping.
It's like we're doing Power Rangers and we're talking about stripping.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
half
have known
that's
some very sweet ladies that were strippers, and so I think that it's just. I think that it's just that you just get to know and love people, and everything will be okay. And
Yeah,
realize
exactly. God bless them.
I have to wonder if it's different over there than it is over here for strippers, because I've known quite a few, and it's just a normal job. You know what I mean to them.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
no
yeah, I mean, at
weirdness
some point,
involved,
it's
no
just kind of like
creepiness, it's just
at some
they're
point
just dancing and to do some stuff. And well, it's more pole dancing than stripping, I suppose. Actually, that's probably a bit different.
or after a certain point, you start to lose the cash, and you can't get the money you did before, and that's really what most of the girls I know try to find a way out. You get that on your resume, and that's kind of it's really cool when you're like 24, and everybody's, oh wow, you're a stripper, it's great. You're 37 and you're still working the industry, and everybody's like, oh, I'm going to save my money, I'm going to do all these things, but the lifestyle is pretty rough, and it can be hard.
Unless they're like a Salma Hayek 37, then still living the high life.
Might be all right. Yeah.
That's a lot of makeup, and it takes a lot of work. And for most people, we're human beings, and we age at different rates, and so it can be really tough when you're suddenly realize that there's a point where you hit the wall, and that lifestyle's not going to be there for you. And those people that were hanging around that had all that money, they aren't there anymore. And that's when you realize, gee, maybe I want something different from my life. And you can.
Well, you could kind of say that with like sports too. I mean, I guess like if they know what to do with their money, then they're pretty well off for whatever else they want to do with the rest of their life.
On the sport, doesn't it?
None of them are good with their money though.
Well, it's because whenever
most of them aren't.
There's there who want you to spend it, and
yeah, it's capitalism.
It's not just that. That's one of the reasons why the drug culture is so important, because somebody gets you started where it's just a little bit of something, and it's like, hey, come on over, we're gonna have a party, and before you know it, there's $2,000 gone because you lay down something, for everybody in the room, and everybody's there when you have the money. They're not there when you don't.
Well, a lot of them come from poor upbringings, and they don't understand how to manage a lot of money.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, and in our culture, that's the whole thing. Is like everything is like that Tool song. Like everything is begging for your money, and it's tries to tempt you to spend it all the time.
Mm-hmm. And it's not always the healthiest thing. Surrounding yourself with people that love you, that want you to spend your money on the right things, is really hard. It's learning how to find those people and giving yourself that chance to be who you are, without all the hangers on and people that just want to use you.
To be honest, though, it's pretty fun the other way too. If you got a lot of money,
it's fun for.
I know none of you guys are my friends. We're just gonna party, live off my money.
Sure, yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, not that I've experienced that, but I can just imagine.
I've witnessed it in quite a few people, and it never ends well. And one of the reasons why is because eventually you do get that hollow feeling that they don't really love me, they don't know me, they want what's in my. And it's kind of tough. I mean, you'll meet some that are true. You really will meet some people that are there for you. They're still there for the party, but they're also there afterwards. That's a true friend. When you don't have the money and there's there's no liquor in the cabinet, and that person's still there for you, that's a great friend.
I mean, well, yeah, I was kind of thinking the happy or the more fun side of this. I wasn't. You shot down my fantasy.
Yeah, I get what you were saying.
I get I've met so many of these wonderful people, and they really are. They're usually some of the most generous folks you know. They're ones that are the partiers. They want somebody to love them. They want somebody to say, "Hey, let's come over and have a great time," and they want to share something fun and good. And it's really tough when you find out that the people that you wanted to like you because you had cool stuff aren't there when the cool stuff's gone. So you need more. And when you do find those people, keep them. They're like gold.
Yeah,
Gold? Silver?
Hey guys, I gotta get off.
Oh,
I gotta get off.
Thank you, JD.
No, you can't do that on camera.
Dirty little boy.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Later, JD.
See you, JD.
Good night, JD.
Have a great night.
Timothy Olson says, hello, what is up? Well, not
Everything.
much. JD, it seems.
My phone died out. I can't see the chat.
Mail
Aw,
stripping.
I can see
To be
it.
exact.
Alpha Proto has something to say. He says, ha ha, a chick never dumped me. They won't date me.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh crap! That sounded like a pretty good burn at first until he
It
just
did.
I know.
exploded.
I know.
Oh, no.
It's a shame. What is the boy's name in Simpsons that makes that that laugh?
Bart.
Nelson.
Oh, no,
Nelson.
yeah, Nelson.
Nelson, the
Nelson
mocking
Muntz.
laugh. Nelson Muntz.
Nothing. Yeah.
Ooh, you know the
Do
whole.
you remember on Dumb and Dumber when he got fired, or Lloyd got fired, and then the other guy said how he lost his job,
Oh, yeah.
and they started teasing him like, "You are one pathetic loser." They both lost their job.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's funnier in the movie.
No, Dumb and Dumber is funny. Yeah, it is funny.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
It's a classic slapstick nonsense, but it's funny.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are one pathetic loser.
It I think it's a better version of, dude, where's my car?
I have never seen.
Oh, that's a cult classic.
Yeah, I love how that ended. That made
That-
it was
that
like,
movie
what the fuck
is-
just happened? That was that movie.
That movie is so funny in
It
the
is.
worst ways, and it's so great.
Yeah, it's very similar. But if you want a superior, vulgar and sarcastic movie, I would suggest Ted.
Oh, that's a dumb movie. I hate that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it
shit.
is supposed to be dumb. That's kind of the point.
No, but it's like not funny dumb.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
They're making a prequel.
What?
Are they?
There's a prequel
Aw,
coming out.
sweet.
Yeah.
Is it going to be
Wait,
like the
which-
Sheldon series? Ooh.
I mean, just to be fair though, I'm not a fan of Seth MacFarlane's comedy. I don't think he's funny at all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man, I love American Dad. That cracks me up so much.
Yeah, American Dad's okay. I don't mind. Like I don't mind watching his stuff. I just personally think that a lot of his comedy falls
What
really
did you
short.
think about his? What did you think about the Orville?
I actually haven't seen the Orville. I hear it's really good though.
I-
It's
It is-
actually
it's
right.
very
It
good.
starts off like some stupid think, oh, it's gonna be some stupid sci-fi spoof, and then it's like, oh, it's actually Star Trek, but decent.
Yeah, I did hear really good things about the Orville, but I have not seen it personally yet. So
Yeah, it's definitely it's worth a watch if you like that
Well,
kind of sci-fi.
If you, I understand the Seth MacFarlane thing. He can be funny. He can be, but he also can be a bit much. And the Orville, that's how I kind of feel about the Orville. It's
Well,
Seth
see, like,
MacFarlane being too much.
my problem with him a lot of the time is he ruins his own jokes. Like
Yeah.
where like he just he overtells his own jokes so often where he just gets to the point where he just explained the joke that he told that we already laughed at and now it's no longer funny.
Yes, which he thinks is funny. I understand 100% what you mean. He
I'll be
can be
back.
funny though.
No, the Orville's not really funny. Well, I suppose it starts off like that, but it changes. If you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
the
It becomes
season
more
I
pure
watched,
sci-fi.
Yeah, I didn't see past season 1. I didn't even watch all of season 1. It was just not for me.
No, season 1 was a bit like but I just watched it because I had nothing better to it. It got improved as it went
Yeah,
along.
a lot of things do like
By
that.
a lot.
The Next Generation season 1 wasn't great, dude. But
Well,
it
see,
certainly
I
got
don't
better.
watch Star Trek because I can't stand Star Trek. It's boring. I like the old movies, Kirk and stuff like that. I like those. But anything after that, I'm like, it's a bit too. But it's too sci-fi for me,
What's
too
your
geeky.
favorite movie?
Oh God, that's a hard one. It's
Starship
either going to
Troopers.
be. Well, it's got to be. It's always the what's it, the
Oh,
old,
let me
there's
guess,
the
let me
old
guess,
ones,
let me
the
guess.
evil ones.
Hedwig
Khan,
and the
obviously.
Angry Inch.
The whales. It's the one with the whales. It's not the one with the whales, but I do like that movie. I always remember the one with the
Correct.
whales in there.
Free Willy.
The one with the whales. You know
Voyage
the one
Home.
with the whales?
We're talking about
But
Star
it's
Trek
such
still,
a
dude.
fucking good movie. They turn around planets, go back in time. Spock swims with the whales or what dolphins? I can't fucking remember.
Yeah,
Fucking
whales,
great.
yeah, no.
That's where he says you get Chekhov going nuclear vessel or whatever his power. I
Vessel,
can't do it.
yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. No, that movie is fantastic. No, anything that was like when they got older and they started having all the, what's his face? I forgot his name. Bald guy, Picard.
Picard.
I like him as an actor. I think he's a great actor, but I couldn't stand that Star Trek. I watched a couple episodes like this is so dull.
It is very
For
different
me.
than the
I mean, I
original.
get
He's
why
more of an
people like
admiral,
it.
It's true. He's
Well, it's more
executive.
just pure sci-fi. It's less
Yeah, yeah.
less like slapstick sci-fi, less like randomness. Whereas it's more like pure sciencey sci-fi, and that's when I lose track.
But Rabbit, speaking of good whale movies, I would take Orca over Free Willy any day.
Oh, dude, Orca's a great movie.
Yeah, I love Orca.
Yeah, I love that movie. I loved that when I was a kid. It's like, yeah, it was great.
Is that the one with Bo Derek?
Movie. It's a proper kids movie.
Oh, I hope it was. Yeah. But my favorite film
it's like
is Teenage
Jaws.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, says Alpha Proto. Yeah, the original one was pretty
Well,
good, actually.
Wait,
That's his favorite.
dude,
That's his favorite Star Trek film.
No, that's his favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film.
Oh,
The first one was actually really solid, dude.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was like the highest grossing independent movie for a while.
Was it?
Mm.
Yeah. They did a good job.
Yes, sir.
What about
Well, I
Black?
mean,
Yeah,
like
it
you had
was- it was
Jim
dope.
Henderson's puppet doing the stuff for that. So
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they went
Henson,
all
yeah,
out.
Henson. Yeah, no, you're right. That's right, Kima. It was really good. They did a good job. Yeah, the animatronics were pretty cool. Much better than the Garbage Pail Kids, I'd say.
oh my gosh,
I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
that's hilarious.
Thank you.
52 years ago.
Thank you.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I remember the
I'm back.
cards. I remember collecting the cards of that.
I didn't know it was like a trading card thing. I thought it was actual doll toy.
I don't know. I remember
Started
collecting
out as cards.
I remember the movie. Yeah, I
It was
remember the
cards,
cards.
Well-
yeah. It was mocking Cabbage Patch Kids, is what it was.
Yeah, because they were trying to get the boy market with
Mhm.
the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls.
And then they end up getting the whole market for a minute.
For a minute, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
those things are crazy popular for a little bit. Yeah. That
They're
is
They're
true.
trying to come back.
It's interesting that you mentioned Bo Derek because I think she's one of the most talentless humans I've ever seen in my life. But damn, all she really needs to do is stand there. I mean, really.
Well, yeah, there's like a movie on her, wasn't there, called 10?
10 and Bolero, I would say much better one for a Bo Derek. But yeah, she's
Dudley
so
Moore.
talentless. She's just absent. But damn,
There's
just
only
stand
3
there.
movies I know of Bo Derek,
He's just one of
Orca,
many like that.
10,
Yeah, that's true.
and Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, Bolero, yeah. You got that other
When
lady.
she was
who
with Rob Lowe.
Oh yeah. That was the other lady that was a little bit better of an actress though. Remember she was in Splash. What's her name? Daryl Hannah, I think.
Daryl Hannah, correcto.
Yeah. She was a looker too, similar look, but she was a bit better actress though.
I remember.
Yeah, she's a pretty good actress.
All the old stuff.
I never understood why, but my father hates Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah has Asperger's. Did you know that?
Well, I would imagine she was probably born with it. We usually
Aspermarks.
I think they usually in modern vernacular though, Jeff, just trying to kind of bring you up to the 21st century. What they don't say Asperger's, they say baby got back.
Front burgers too, right?
Oh yeah, front burgers
Gross.
and
Never mind.
Asperger's. Yes. I'm glad that landed. I was thinking to myself, is this gonna land? But it's gonna land. I went for it.
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I stand behind it. I don't care. I'm never gonna lose that.
I can't go under this picture.
Keep it in your act.
I like what you've done with it, dude. It's a little different. It's interesting. Speaking of
It
Star
would have
Trek, it's a
been-
rather Klingon version of a Power Ranger. I like it.
I don't know what to do with it, and I was like, like I told you, it's not really my kind of thing.
Now Sheldon's Green Ranger here has a chain sword, which is pretty cool.
Chain sword.
Now that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I was just doing my best from memory of what that thing looked like before my phone died
Oh,
out.
I see. No, I see. Yeah, that doesn't. I get what he's doing. It's not a chainsaw. It's just got the teeth on it.
Jeff, now you're my age, and do you remember anything from our childhood? A reason why my father would really, really detest Daryl Hannah? Did she do something like Jane Fonda? I get why people hate Jane Fonda. I get
No,
that.
she didn't do anything.
She
didn't do anything till after she got famous, and then she started getting in with the whole, if we don't do something about the climate, the seas will boil and everything will die.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Well, Leonard
I thought you were
Nimoy
gonna say
did the
because she
exact
was
same
dating
thing.
Bobby Kennedy, or one of the Kennedys.
I don't know. He really doesn't like her, and I never understood it because they're like, she's a good-looking lady. Her acting's okay. I don't know.
She was a mermaid.
She was. Like I preferred her in Clan of the Cave Bear. I think that's her best performance, actually.
Oh, the Cave Bear was good.
Yeah, she did a good job in that. And I know my parents loved that series because they read the entire trilogy. Or was it a trilogy? I think it was the trilogy, right? Yeah, it was 3. The Plains of the Mammoths and the something of the Horse Lords or something like that. We're talking about the books, right? The books. They were very popular series, those. They were really big. And that was interesting because my parents read a lot. We had a lot of books in the house, of course. But my father usually was reading, what was his name, Jeff? Larry Lamore? That cowboy writer.
The cowboy
Louis
guy?
L'Amour.
Louis L'Amour. Yeah, Louis L'Amour.
Yeah,
He
my
read
wife.
a lot of
My
that.
wife loves all of his stuff.
I read a couple. They're not bad at all, dude. Yeah. But my dad loved that stuff. I thought it was interesting to see him reading something that was not that. Because I didn't read the Clan of Cave Bear until like a decade after I saw them reading it. Anyway, does anyone even read any more, Rosa?
Yes, I do. I know people that read. I'm sorry, Jeff does.
Audio tapes.
Actually, I really don't read that much these days.
I read every day.
It's really hard to read when you're writing.
Except my manuscript, which I've read and reread.
Yeah, you've read your manuscript like 20
times.
I know you're fussing about that. I just watched your video. I was like, holy cow, you're so upset. No, it's when you're writing your own material. Yeah, it's really hard to go out and read. But when I'm not writing, I read all the time. And I actually like nonfiction better than fiction, usually when I'm reading. Just because that's who I am. I enjoy reading nonfiction a bunch.
Yeah, I read that most.
How many comics do you read?
Who, me?
Chester, or you too, yeah.
I'm not.
Not as much as I used to, but I at least just for my show, I at least try to read a comic or two a week. I do, but it's not like I used to. I'm like her. I'm mostly reading from my work, so. But
Dang.
Yeah, but I'm constantly reading, and I've got about 1,000, at least 1,000 books, and hardly a place to love my books. I like having hard copies of stuff. I love hard copies. In fact,
I agree. Being here in Japan, it's a little more difficult, so I do have a lot of digital, but I have a large library as well. But I have to. I mean, not only for various other reasons, but just because I'm a teacher. Being a teacher, you need to be abreast of everything that is happening in your field as well as in general pop culture. You just kind of have to keep up on it. It's a requirement.
Yeah.
What does abreast mean?
Widely read or widely understood.
Exactly.
Wide. Okay.
Wide. All wide.
Okay, so you always have to read stuff because you're a teacher.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Like right now, I'm reading a book, Anthropological Genetics, Theories, Methods, and Applications.
Sounds like a banger.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Jesus.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's no pictures in there, I imagine.
There is an illustrated version.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but the
So
character
you do
does
read
have
comics.
a fantastic arc.
Well, no, it's basically genetic tables. That would be the illustration.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
Sorry, dude.
I spent my whole week
Yeah. It's pressing me over here.
about mining because I've got ready a scene that takes place in an abandoned strip mine. And I've got a big old fight scene that goes in there. And so I'm like, I'm going to have a fight scene on top of one of those giant excavators.
Mm-hmm.
And actually have a location in mind that actually I know where an excavator is. And so I have spent approximately 5 hours this week doing nothing but watching giant diggers and excavators like move dirt and do cool stuff.
It is
I
cool.
love big equipment. I
It
think
is
it's
cool.
so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And spend all my time reading all the manuals for the equipment too, so that way I can do that.
But I also have other stuff I have to read because I get the I don't know, quarterlies from my university and from the other organizations I'm part of. So a lot of scientific papers and stuff. I have to read that all too.
So that's a bunch of work.
It is, but I mean, it's just it is what it is. I mean, every job has its learning curve that you need to stay on top of. I'm sure. If you're a carpenter and new tools come out or new companies, you got to stay on top of it, right? I would assume.
I guess if you want to stay in business.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to make, you're gonna have to do it.
I mean, look at all the new art technology that comes out every week.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's no different. It's just you do what it is you do, right? Mine just happens to be anthrogenetics and linguistics and stuff. So I haven't read many books on art software, and I bet you they're heady.
I've never read one.
Yeah, but I bet you they're heady though. There's a lot going on.
Oh God, yeah, I've seen the manuals. Yeah,
Looking
it's
at
like
the software, it's very busy.
I find mostly for us, it's actually mostly articles. We're reading articles.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm the type that reads the instructions. So if I were using one of these, I would read the entire thing and know what every single solitary button does. I'm that type. So this is certainly a week's worth right here, just in whatever I'm looking at with Armorons. I don't know what he's using. Clip Studio, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So it would take me at least a week or so of study on this thing, I am sure. Look at it. It's freaking noisy as hell. Look at all that.
Everybody look at it. Look at it.
I'm
I'm gonna highlight it.
Well, that's the thing. You can change it to how you want it, so you can do it pretty minimalist. If you don't want half, like I wouldn't use half about 60% of the stuff that the thing.
I don't. I'm with Armoron. I don't use like half the tools that are provided for me. I use like 4 of them.
But I'm just the
It's
type
even
that
less
would
in
have to read it,
Photoshop.
is what I'm saying.
Could you read it and explain some of this stuff to me? Because I click on some things sometimes and it's like highlighted, but I don't know what the hell I'm using.
I think I just expressed that I'm too busy for that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, find some way to integrate it to your teaching job.
Yeah,
and then,
come on,
and then
man.
beat Sheldon.
You got to help us out. Put it on your sex rock or whatever when you go out there and pray to it.
That sounds wrong.
You do realize
Pay
that
homage.
I have been to that shrine like twice.
Well,
I have people
whenever
that
you-
go up and clean it. I don't. Damn, that's a hike.
Okay, well then, whenever you talk to your toilet, man, have it read some of that stuff off to you.
I will that or the air conditioner would probably be a better choice. But that is funny though, because the Japanese have they're very community based, like we used to be, and therefore several times a year they do have kind of community cleanups where they go out and if there's any, there usually isn't, but if there's any trash or trimming that needs to be done or raking of leaves or whatever, they go out and they'll kind of police their area. Well, this is I own it. It's technically in this area's area, so I was able to get it on the list. So actually, the locals go and maintain it for me.
That is nice.
Yeah, good for you, overruler.
Thank you.
You're just telling the old ladies, it's like, hey, if you clean the sex shrine, I'll let you grab my butt.
I'll play sax to you.
Technically, they would use the word fertility. But
That's
They don't. speak English and stop that.
It's fair.
Not gonna fool with me.
Fair. Fair. Yeah.
I know a thing or two about hapon. Hapon.
Huh?
I don't know. That's how we Spanish say it. Hapon.
Hapon, Nippon, Nihon. Oh, okay, I see.
No.
I understand. I understand.
How dare you try to appropriate my culture? It's Hapon. I'm making that up. I'm not Spanish.
Okay, good. Good. I was worried for half a second.
Yeah, this guy's serious.
Yeah, I like what Robert's almost got like a Guyver thing going on with this. It's very, no, I don't want that. I want this. Stop it. Here we go.
Are they not Guyvers? I don't know. I mean, they press a button and turn into something, right?
Yeah, they're not, but good enough, dude. I'd say it's all good. It's all good. I like it. It's interesting. It's different.
Guyver would technically be a common hero, not a Sentai hero.
Guyver would destroy all of them. That's all I know.
Guyver would probably, yes, but then they would bring their tools.
But why would they want to? They're on the same
They
team.
can't destroy the Guyver, they remember. He's literally undestroyable. He just comes back.
Every time.
That's always my favorite discussion of like, my superhero would beat your superhero. It's like, why would they destroy each other? They're on the same team.
That's true.
Well, I suppose it would depend on your superhero. If I chose Alucard, I could think of a million reasons to kill other people.
I really would like to go back in time to the 30s or maybe the 20s when the person who came up with that idea and slap them in the head. I would like to.
Which idea is that?
Which idea?
Alucard.
A little backwards.
Well, dude, Hellsing's. Oh no, I like the way it works in Hellsing, but and Castlevania. I mean, it's a classic, right?
Yeah, Japanese like flipping that word around.
I do believe it was a German, though.
Well, I mean, that makes sense when you watch Hellsing. I mean, there's a lot of Germans in it. He kills a lot of them. A lot of Nazis die in that.
I never did understand Sentai. It's
Sentai.
they're probably, because when you say that word, the first thing that comes in my head is old. Just old, something that is old, right? Especially a and the high school kids would use it in the form of senpai instead of sentai to mean upperclassmen.
Okay.
But it does have another meaning of kind of like a squadron or task
that's what it
force,
is.
Which is, so I'm assuming that's what they're using it.
Yeah, well, because that's why you'd have the commons, which are the masked heroes, and you have the Sentai, which are the teams.
They're soldiers. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Makes sense.
You know all the things, Andrew.
Yeah, I was really into this stuff.
That's cool.
I loved Power Rangers. Me and my brother. We watched like Beetleborgs, VR Troopers, Power Rangers. It was all silly, of course, but when you're kids, you love it.
I was watching it in my early 20s, so there you go.
Yeah, and
I wasn't into it, but I'd just watch it because it was on TV.
Yeah, and when me and my brother would run the convention circuit, we met Jason David Frank, and we got to interview him.
Oh, that's cool.
And at that time, we each had a VHS. We had the VHS tape of the first appearance of the Green Ranger and the first appearance of the White Ranger, and so we have 2 signed copies of each of those VHS tapes.
That's cool, man. That is cool. Was he a nice guy? Because he always seemed like a nice guy.
Oh, dude, he's freaking awesome. He was so cool. But
nice when people like come across as, and they actually are nice.
Oh yeah, no, he's like, he gave everybody the time of day. He was a really good guy.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty heartbroken when I got the news.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But I've also met I've met Johnny Bosch, who played one of the Black Rangers. I met David Yost, the gay guy who played the Blue Ranger.
Mhm.
And JDF was probably my favorite of them all because he was the most genuine. You know, like he didn't have a chip on his shoulder, at least towards the fans or anything like that. So.
Well, they shouldn't. They were beloved. Like I said, it was generational. It really was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and I mean he's the only one that did it until he died. He was a Power Ranger up until the day he died.
Because he took it. He actually, when Eric Elric was playing the Lone Ranger, the whole thing about the Lone Ranger that never taking off the mask. Jason took off his mask, but he never took off his character. He really believed in that, and he wanted that person. And he studied martial arts, and he had an MMA fight, and he did all these things. But I think that's why the fans loved him. They grew with him. He grew with, and you travel through your life, and here's a person you watch when you're a kid, and then you start to grow up and you have a family, or you go through a broken relationship or something, and this guy's going through the same thing, and they related to that. He's still there, and that's why it's such a tragedy that one broken place in his life could have just turned into.
Sounds like it wasn't one though, Rosa.
Well,
yeah, he unfortunately was very troubled, but
he had a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, the thing ran for decades. I do have a question, Andrew. I don't know, but I'm assuming that somewhere along the line they decided that okay, well, we're going to stop taking the Japanese action and just ripping it off, and we're going to have our people do the action themselves, or at least our own American stunt people. Did they ever do that?
It's still done with the Japanese action scenes still to this day.
Huh.
The only one that they filmed their own footage for was the movies, when they had when they did like the Power Rangers the movie and stuff in 1995. I think Turbo was they shot everything for that as well.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, like I said, here in Japan, they do have an actual school for such thing. More than one, actually. They do have a place you can go and learn to be an action hero.
Well, that's why, like, when you watch it on TV, like, because they have the masks on, they basically do all the hand motions and stuff because it's very pantomime. But, it started out as a stage show. Like, you go to Japanese amusement parks and they have Sentai stage shows.
Yeah, no, they still do.
Yeah, so basically they're learning how to do stage shows, and that's why they're very animated when they're in the masks on TV.
It's a form of kabuki.
Yeah, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a cultural thing. The Go Ranger, but yeah, no, I mean it is what it is, and I understand it. When I was a kid, I was all into the giant robot stuff like Guy King and Grondizer and all that kind of stuff. So. Gatchaman. You know what though? Any of you who are old enough to remember War of the Worlds, which is Japanese called Gatchaman, go back and watch the Japanese Gatchaman because it is a completely different show.
It's a lot better.
Well, it is. Well, it's made for an older, much older audience. So they had to cut out all the jiggling boobies and all the blood and all the sexual references and stuff. But in chopping it up the way they did, they literally made a completely different show.
Yes.
I remember when I saw the Japanese version for the first time when I was a bit older. I was like, "This is." It's completely different, like you say. It's they've done it a lot of times, like Robotech and Macross. It's not quite as drastic.
Ronin Warriors and Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron. Shows. It makes you. It's weird. Why? I mean, because obviously in England we didn't have the TV you did in America, so a lot of the time I grew up with the actual Japanese versions. But things like Voltron and Bozic, it was Battle of the Planets or Gatchaman. We grew up with that.
Yeah, they were cool. Yeah, no, I understand.
Oh, they were definitely awesome.
They keep making Gatchaman stuff too. It's not like it was just that one. Really.
I remember Gatchaman Crowds came out a while ago. That was really cool. Actually, it was only a short-lived series, but that was fun.
one here in Japan. It's I don't know if they called it Gatchaman directly, but it was certainly I think it was a spinoff, but it was certainly part of it. And that one was a Z-rated show, and that had actual nudity in it. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I mean there's a lot of Japanese anime that has nudity in. So
No, it
doesn't
wasn't
surprise
over
me.
the top. It was like Ghost
No,
in the
no,
Shell
but I mean,
level. But
just standard,
Yeah.
standard, like
some
15,
lady walking out of a
PG-13,
bathroom
whatever.
or something. Yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah,
sensitive.
naked.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, that's just standard 80s anime.
Like Street Fighter the anime with Chun Li.
Yeah, when Chun Li comes out and fights Vega.
Official Capcom boobies.
Mhm.
What
Like,
a
wow.
what a fucking fight scene!
Dude, that's like one of the
that's
best
a
fight
good
scenes ever animated. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's
Z-rated.
fucking awesome. The soundtrack to that
Alpha,
movie as well.
in
Fuck.
Japan, a Z rating means a blue, something that they would consider blue. Well, no, I shouldn't say blue because if it's really
Japan's
bloody,
weird though because they mosaic the porn as
Explicit.
well, though, don't they? So-
explicit. Thank you, Jeff. Explicit.
More than
Anything
explicit.
I
explicit
write
is-
books. I'm smart.
You are.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
I'm too smart.
What's Yurosaki Dojo counted as though? Because then that's pretty freaking nuts.
Which one?
I'm smart. I know things.
Yurosaki Doji.
Legendary
Yusaki?
No,
Yurosaki, you know, well, I can't remember.
Urosaki
Yurosaki.
Dojo. Urusuka Dojo.
Urosaki
Yurosaki.
Dojo.
I'm never sure how to
I
pronounce
can't
it.
hear you.
Legend of the Demon Womb and the Overfiend. You know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Can you pronounce it again, Andrew? I couldn't hear you.
Urusuka Dojo.
All right, so this is about some kind of a demon or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I mean, I can
Quietly.
spell it for you, but
Well, no, he just pronounced it, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's-
that one. I never heard of that.
It's a porn.
You
That's why.
should.
It's one of the first animated porns where they didn't have to mosaic it because they discovered that tentacles weren't penises. So
yes, but the original version that came out as a movie was censored and more like a movie, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, and Japan is not.
It was good as well. So.
Japan doesn't really care about that. As long as it's rated properly, you can really do whatever you want here. They don't really care. You're going to have a certain, and that's
Well, they exist.
well, they do, but that's the thing about Japan I kind of appreciate, though. Most people would never watch such a thing in Japan. It's a small group, but the people who wouldn't watch it, if you ask them, is that, because a Westerner would, like a Protestant or something would say, that's disgusting. The Japanese like, they don't really, it's not something they would ever watch, but they don't have an emotional response to it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
I
Kanye
remember
West
watching that
just
movie.
tweeted something like that's related.
Really?
He says-
Related?
Yeah, he says remove any and all forms of pornography from Twitter and every platform. Pornography is a product of pedophilia. When grown men look at porn, they are watching someone's daughter relive trauma for money.
Elon
He
said that.
has
Wait,
he has
what?
No, he said
You
he
get
said,
it.
he didn't say
Kanye.
Elon.
Yes.
He said Kanye, the weird Kanye.
No,
that
Elon
fucking
is the
retard.
master edgelord troll, dude. He is
That
having
is-
the time of his life. He's laughing to
Are you
himself all
listening
day
to
long.
what people are saying?
He wasn't talking about
everybody's
Elon.
listening. He said
He wants
Kanye.
to talk about Elon now. No, he wants to talk about Elon Musk
I
now.
do.
Okay, fine. We'll
Do.
talk-
I'm sorry, you said Kanye? Go ahead and say it again.
Kanye
Yeah.
West.
What more idiocy came out of this moron's mouth? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just said. There's a tweet. I'll copy the image.
But
well, I mean,
dude,
Yeah.
as you know from people who get lobotomized, they still have their moments of clarity. So like half of
It's-
what he said was true.
And he's having fun wearing complete face masks now to hide himself.
that just sounded like some troll.
Didn't he
that
just
Elon would
find
write.
out? I'm sure didn't he just something just he's like paying like 200 grand a month for something in child support or something. Is that a real
Yeah.
thing? Because that
I
seems
don't
like
know.
ludicrous.
It is.
to me.
It's that whole thing. And the women
No,
wonder
not
why
ludic-
they can't find a man to marry him. I mean, Jesus.
No, right, well,
But I don't understand that logic though, because then like if porn is pedophilia,
Mhm.
like if you marry a woman, is that like just marrying someone's, like you looking at him out as a daughter? Then
That's not pedophilia.
apparently
that's
so.
pederastia.
Apparently so.
Ooh,
No.
we went another level with it. But no, I mean, Kanye is, come on, guys. He's a moron. He's
Kanye is a
always been a
fucking
moron.
muppet, yeah.
He's
He's a
never been
muppet.
smart or clever. He's not
No.
interesting.
He's
His
crazy.
music isn't
Yeah.
even that
Dude,
good.
South
He's a
Park
freaking
played it
enigma
properly.
from my point of view. I do not understand why he's popular at all.
I
It's got
don't
some good
even.
music.
I've
he
never heard
doesn't. What are you
anything
on about?
particularly clever from him.
Really, I like it.
He has nothing
Not
good
all of
comes
it,
out
I
of
mean,
his
of
mouth.
course.
And it's all auto-tuned if he ever
Well,
sings anything as well.
Give me an
It's-
example
Yeah,
of
it's
something you
auto-tuned.
like, because I haven't heard much of his stuff, to be fair.
I'll always remember when he tried to sing Queen, and it just
I'm
makes
sure
you
that
want to
was bad.
shoot him.
Oh, that
Oh
was,
God, yes.
I
Dude,
heard
it
about that. I
fucking-
didn't
it was
watch
so
it. Listen
funny.
to that.
There's a YouTube video that's a comparison of they comparison the videos between Freddie Mercury and him, and it's just you see this whole they've done it in such an edited way where Freddie Mercury's laughing at Kanye. It's fucking great because he's so shit. He just can't sing for shit.
No, and I remember when a person who's absolutely insufferable but extremely talented. What's that white boy from Detroit? I mean, he's a freaking genius, though.
Kid
Eminem.
Rock
Eminem.
or
No,
Eminem.
God
Eminem.
damn you! Did you say Kid Rock to me? Did you? use
He
those
did
words?
say
Yes.
Kid Rock. Yeah.
No,
Kid
Eminem.
Rock, Jesus.
Eminem is an incredibly insufferable human, and he
Yeah.
can't sing either. However, that is what I would consider genius lyrics.
Well,
He's good-
yeah, I mean,
he is
he's really
at
good
something.
too.
He's
And
freaking.
that movie he
genius.
did, 8 Mile, was very good
Very
as well.
good.
And
I
I'm
mean-
not a fan of him, but yeah.
No, because he's a shit human being. But that
Yeah.
I mean, when we're talking about musically, that I have some respect for. Kanye,
Mhm. No, I don't have respect for him or any of those
Kanye.
people in that industry at all.
You guys,
Here,
you
let-
guys are wrong.
okay. Well, I could be. I could be, dude.
Kanye's a
I
musical
could
genius.
always be
You're
wrong.
not.
Let me see here. Kanye West.
Listen his name, Con.
Sucks
Big
ass.
hits. Let me
can't
find
sing
it.
it, so-
Let me. I'm
It's
gonna.
his
What?
name.
We're gonna delve into this for a second here. The top
How
10.
many people write his singles?
Here we go. So Kanye West top 100. He's got that many songs. Jesus. All right, good for you, dude.
He's won a few Grammys. He's very good.
He's not very
they
good.
say-
He's just popular with idiots.
don't bring up Grammys.
Yeah.
we don't need to worry
Oh,
about
dude,
that.
that one when he said Beck, oh my god, that pissed me off.
Okay, so what's
What
his
is
it? I
number
remember when
one?
he had a go-
Gold Digger. It says Gold Digger. Okay. So
that
let me.
was
Did
what
he?
he
No.
said.
Wait, go to
did he
pick a
spell
different
that
one.
right?
Gold-
Gold Digger. He spelled this one right. It's spelled correct. Okay. Gold Digger lyrics. Let's go see the genius at work here. Let's see
Oh,
his number one song.
why do you,
All right. Here we go.
Why are you doing
We
this
got
to
an
me?
intro from Jamie Foxx and Kanye West. She take my money when I need. Yeah, she a triffin friend indeed. Trifling. Oh, trifling. She a
Trifling.
gold digger, way over town that digs on me. She's over the town. All right then. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger. You just said she was a gold digger. But she ain't messing with no broke
This
niggas.
is great.
Am I allowed to say that? That's a soft R.
You're
Now
eating
I
it.
ain't saying she a gold digger,
Yeah,
but she ain't
yeah,
messing
yeah,
with
like-
no. Okay, so you just said
Don't get us
you-
pulled off.
you just said she's a gold digger, and now you're saying she ain't. You ain't saying she's a gold digger. Get down, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Get down, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Cutie the bomb. Meet
Anyone,
her at a
God,
beauty
any
salon
fucking-
with a baby Louis
Oh.
Vuitton under her underarm. Fuck off, Kanye West.
Anyone
Jamie
could write
Foxx
that
was
crap,
saying
man.
that she was a
Anyone.
gold digger.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying.
Jamie,
It ain't no genius lyrics, dude. It ain't.
No,
Maybe he's
no.
catchy.
Anyone can write that.
Maybe
crap.
he's good at
Is it
getting
catchy, though?
attention. Maybe he does a good show. I don't know.
Dude, have you listened to what people like nowadays? So, I mean, people haven't got good taste anymore.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
because it's not your taste.
Well, see, but there's a
No,
bunch of
no,
rappers.
no, they just don't.
when I
Rabbit,
hear their
Rabbit,
lyrics.
you're quickly
Oh, okay.
approaching the get off my lawn phase of your life.
Well, no,
No, I like a lot
maybe
of
Rabbit.
music. A lot of
but-
new music. Aurora, right? I love Aurora. She's new. You know Aurora? She's fucking amazing. Her lyrics are great and her voice is amazing. Kanye West,
Well, he's not new.
no,
he's not
and,
new,
you know,
but he's the same. He is the epitome of pop music.
I
You know what I
thought-
mean? That's what he
I
is.
thought Puff Daddy, Combs, Biggie, I Am They, God Jeebus, was
No, he's
I mean,
Love
what
Now
happened
or
to
something like that.
real
Oh,
rap,
Love. He's
man?
Love
Put
now. He
real
changed
rap
his
back.
name. Yeah, I
Yep.
love how
Bring-
everyone is having a hard time pronouncing Kanye's new name because all he did was get rid of the Con.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
named Kanye.
It's like, oh, is it Ye or Yai or Yo? No, it's Kanye. He was clever. He took the Con off. It's just Ye now.
It's just
Fuck's sake,
dickhead.
dude.
Whoa, that's ironic. He took the con off, and he became conning.
Dude, that's deep.
Yeah. Of course, the
We
Con
just solved it.
is the royal epithet to his name, so that would be the one you would think he'd keep if he were clever. He would just call me Con. But no, he took off the royal epithet.
God!
And he
Yeah,
kept,
he should have definitely
that's
kept
why
the
I didn't do
Khan.
it.
He should have changed the name to Khan. That would have been fucking
cooler.
great.
But instead, because he's a genius and everything, he decided to keep the possessive. Mm.
Oh, what a
My man.
Excuse me.
My man. All right. Enough beating on the Kanye. Kazoo the shit out of this, please.
I finished fucking ages ago, yeah.
All right.
This is the most done I think I've ever been.
That's good. I'm glad everyone is the doneness.
In a good way, or like, fuck you
Nope.
guys?
Yeah, like,
No, like in a good way. I mean, I don't care if you disagree on music.
I would
It's
know it
like
would have been great if you said, "Oh, fuck these guys."
No, but yeah, for my guy, I added all kinds of details. This must have been like 3 hours.
That's cool.
And my last little comment on that was the dude actually went by Yeezy for a while, which reminds me of Sanford and Son and the old auntie who was always eternally pissed. So
That was a
anyway,
good show.
that was a great show. Yeah, it was. Dun, 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 it. Dun, 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 it. Dun, 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 it. That's such a great intro.
You
dude.
sound like fucking Beavis right there. You know.
Yeah, but that intro is badass. You ever heard that intro, Rabbit?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
Dude,
Maybe.
that is funky as
play it
shit.
on your sax.
Sanford and Son theme song. Go listen to that. It is badass.
I
dude.
will have probably have heard it at some point. I you forget things.
That's back when the funk was real, dude. Anyway.
Parliament was the.
Mhm.
You want to talk about funk?
There ain't no funk in music nowadays.
I don't know. It was really good. I realize that's true. Anyway, let's take a look at this so we can get on with our day. Well, me anyway. These guys are going to bed.
Get on with
Nevertheless,
my night.
let's start over here with the Andrew. Now, Andrew is
Heck
the
yeah.
only one
Why
who
is
has
this
actually
name-
done what I would call an homage to the dead. We have some Rangers in the back. I'm assuming he played a couple of them or different helmets. And
Yeah, I
we have
did
man himself.
Yeah, I did the his first appearance as the Green Ranger and his first appearance as the White Ranger.
Nice.
Why did he have two? Why was he a double Ranger?
Well, because
bad
when
at
he was the Green Ranger, he was the bad guy, and then when he became the good guy, he inherited the White Ranger.
Oh.
So-
Did he kill the White Ranger to get the White Ranger's powers?
No,
That'd be cool.
so Rita Repulsa, I believe Rita Repulsa created the Green Ranger, and so she gave him that costume so that she'd go kill the Rangers, and then Zordon, when he switched sides, Zordon gave him the White Ranger.
I see.
I'll just
So
say you would.
there's
for
a
it.
rainbow
was all
group of
bunch
baddies and a rainbow group
yeah,
of goodies.
Zordon.
So
Zordon.
actually, one of my favorite fun facts about the original Power Ranger series is Bryan Cranston got his start as a voice actor for the Monsters
Mhm.
and now he's like this big actor, then went to Malcolm in the Middle, then he's Walter White in Breaking Bad. I just love the fact he's like, oh no, Bryan Cranston, yeah, he played the Monsters in
Well, that's
Power Rangers.
That is cool. Now,
He
and
did a lot of anime too.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah, he did.
know that Power Rangers was nowhere near as bad as that stupid Earth Warrior show.
Earth Warrior.
Is that the one where their tattoos turn them
Captain
into
Planet?
Captain
was
Planet.
gonna say
Oh, that
Captain
shit.
Planet, that's what I
That
was
was
thinking.
so
Planet.
stupid.
Oh, okay.
That
that was
one.
a
The Captain
as
Planet,
a little
if
kid,
I
that was a
remember
great
right,
show.
He's
Yeah,
your
probably
hero,
was.
wasn't it? Isn't that how the song went?
It actually is really
Captain
funny
Planet,
how
You're my
it is
mama.
actually funny
Don't
how
know
how
daddy.
often,
Sorry.
like, if you
Andrew's
go back
That's
and watch Captain Planet, how often I roll my eyes at it now, because
Oh,
not
so
because
bad.
the show is just childish and bad, but because like the message that they're
Don
spreading is
Cheadle's
like
parody of it is
Yeah,
hilarious.
John
Oh my-
Cheadle's
yeah.
parody is freaking
Every-
epic, dude. It is.
everyone's trees.
And he's
everyone's
another
trees.
insufferable human, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this
But
is
he is
badass.
very funny.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's a good actor
insufferable.
too. But this is excellent. If you
Thank
like
you.
what Andrew has done, this is an actual homage. Then go vote for him in the straw poll. Excellent. For true
Oh, that's
fans.
what I
Almost
forgot.
dead.
Eyes on the
Fan.
helmet.
I'm
Oh,
having
whatever. Okay, it's
I'm
fine.
having digital issues. All right, here we go. All righty. So let's go ahead and not do that again. We're over here on Omron, and Omron went real clean serious today. This is
This
wicked badass, dude. Did you grow up with the Power Rangers as well, Omron?
No, I was in my early 20s when it first came out, so but I still watched it every now and then.
Sure, yeah, well, it's
baby.
on something on TV. That's kind of how I ended up watching some of the Macros and hated it so much. Yeah. But anyway,
Boo.
no. Robotech
Whoa,
is
look at 'em
far
go.
superior to Macros. So he's a
Boo.
spinner.
You'll never
yeah.
win.
Right
feel like-
around, and it's interesting how you were able to center the groin perfectly, sir. I have to say, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Your
That is
proportion,
an awesome
For
picture.
the ladies.
I think
For the
that's
ladies.
awesome.
dude. That is a badass picture. Is what that is. That is
Where are the
super
breasts?
clean, man. I mean, look at it.
No, that is a really good picture.
It is well because
It is
Omron likes distortion, and that's cool. That's his thing. But this is just straight on, dude. This is badass. Yeah,
You
it's
want
really
to try?
good.
Yeah. Totally believable pose too.
Yeah. So if you guys like it, vote for him
Come
for straw
on,
poll,
people.
dude. It's pretty badass. And next week over on Mike's show, you will be doing Christian Science Theater. So prepare.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Uh,
Christian Science Theater.
that was a
I
joke.
might have to join Mike's
Andrew.
show.
Joke.
I didn't understand it, so I was asking
Yeah, I
questions.
didn't catch that one either.
I think even
You
Mike
don't
doesn't
need to
know
understand
that he's
anything.
doing Christian
Just
Science
laugh.
Theater. Now I hope he does.
No, I'm not laughing at that
Thank
one.
you. Thank you. We're
All
looking
right,
at
I'm
Kima.
losing my
Now,
voice.
Kima's clearly a fan as well, because she dropped down a whole bunch of references here. Kima, could you explain what you've done, please?
Fine, all the things.
And all things. Well, I just drew all his ranger forms. That's all
Wow.
I did.
So he's done many things. Wow, he was in the show a
Yep.
long time, huh?
He
Yeah,
was fresh.
and the big helmet in the back is his Lord Draken form. That's his evil one.
Wow, you did.
What about
I have that
Zoltan?
Funko Pop.
I don't know.
Zoltan is Sean Connery now. Don't you pick on his uniform?
No, literally in the
Zoltan.
comics, the Boom Studio comics, Lord Draken kills all the Power Rangers. He
Sweet.
destroys them
Good.
all.
That sounds great.
That sounds
Yeah,
They
awesome.
should
absorbs
do
all the
that.
power.
Yeah.
I like the Starfish Man. That one's awesome.
I hate that one so much.
I'd imagine, but it's the funniest. But this is great, though. What a great homage and inside knowledge on it as well.
Instead of Draken's
Had
eyes.
a
Yeah,
starfish right on his helmet.
I know it's awesome.
Alpha Proto says, Keenma, you forgot the other set of Draken eyes.
Dracon.
There's,
I got lazy.
there's more. Okay, but it still looks great though. If you like what Akima's done, please
Zoltan.
vote for a straw poll. I like it. Now we have a Guyver here, but beautiful attempt from the rabbit though. This is definitely a Guyver though.
Yeah, that looks pretty BA.
It is cool, dude. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that sword's pretty awesome too.
I like how you made his that gold thing on top of his helmet made him look like I don't know, ears or something, or samurai pointy
Yeah,
thing.
it is
Yeah,
very
It kind of
similar.
looked like that in a couple of the reference videos. It kind of looked like that in a couple of them. So I was like, that'll do.
Well, yeah,
Well,
it's
don't know.
it's it's amazing how like his oversized pauldrons kind of give him a completely different character look.
Oh yeah,
Well, I do believe when my kids were young at this age group, when they were little, my son liked a thing. It was called I can't remember. There was another word, another adjective on there, but it was basically samurai rangers is what they were, and they all had helmets like that. So, but I mean, every year some 2 or 3 new Go Ranger thing comes out here in Japan. I mean, it's just the actual onslaught is incredible. But but it was interesting.
Eh,
My son wasn't much of a Kamen Rider fan, but my daughter loved it when she was little. She was a big Kamen Rider fan, which is very similar, right? It's a little bit different, but it's
It's
connected.
yes, Kamen Rider is literally just one guy doing what all the Sentai guys do.
Right. And
It's the
sometimes they
same
do team
concept,
'em
same
up,
show,
though.
just one guy. Yeah, because all the Common Riders would cross over.
And actually,
there's a Common Rider on One Punch Man also, right? That guy, the anime.
I don't know.
Moomin Rider. Well, they had
Moomin
Moomin
Rider.
Rider.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you know,
The
interestingly
bicycle, yeah.
enough, I can't remember the dude's name, but I was running an event in it's a pretty big event, but it was in a countryside town, and I was running that event, and I'd take care of all the bookings and stuff. And music is easy, that's my thing. But they wanted one of the, like, Andrew told you, it's a very common thing to see at festivals, is where it comes out of, really, for the kids, and they wanted me to book that. So I went and I talked to an agency, and I kind of let them do it, really. But in the end, they had booked a team of people that come down in the costumes and do a little show. Right, they're all over the country, but also they were able to book the original Kamen Rider, who came down, not in uniform. He was just
Dang.
in a jacket and stuff. But that was pretty cool, huh? I mean, if you're
He
into
just
it.
showed up in a robe.
No. He was in a leather jacket and jeans. He was just kind of normally dressed.
I like the idea that it's like, okay, in Japan we don't hire party clowns, we hire Sentai squads
That's what they
for
do.
birthday
Yeah.
parties. Yeah,
That's what
it's
they do.
awesome. It's freaking awesome.
It is awesome. I mean, they got them all over. Any city in Japan, even the small ones have their own companies, right, to do that. But that was pretty cool that they got him to come down, and of course everyone was very excited. But I guess he makes money doing that, right, throughout the year. But that's my only memory with that. But anyway, it looks really good. If you like it, vote for the straw poll. Let's come over here. What am I doing? Stop doing what I'm doing. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm having some lag
don't do
issues
that.
today. I don't know why. I got to go and take a look and clean the computer up or something. But Sheldon here, his is really, really clean too, though. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. It looks really good, dude. Especially you got the mouth right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
really,
well,
really good.
Thanks. I was drawing the mouth and came out like that.
Well, it looks
Yeah,
great.
I agree too.
Okay.
Although I have
sorry,
to say, his white
tried to say
Ranger
something funny,
uniform
but
is
it was-
way cooler than the green one, though.
You say that because I drew the green one?
No,
and
I'm
you're
not.
calling it
I'm
the white
just
one?
saying that in my perception, I think this looks wonderful, though. Good
Thank
job.
you. I had that toy and I had the poster that my mom got me when
Oh,
this came
wow.
out, and I was not a fan of the show, and I was kind of embarrassed because it was at my birthday party, and all my friends seeing that I was getting Power Ranger shit.
Oh, okay,
It
cool.
was-
That's cool. Yeah, no, I
So it was
remember
pretty funny.
that when I was a kid, it was Matchboxes and GI Joes and Transformers. That if you had those, everyone was envious.
No, they were the
never
opposite of
had.
envious. They all kind of made fun of me. That's why it
Did
was
they?
funny.
Oh no, when I was a kid, it was cool to have
Yeah.
that stuff. I had one Transformer, only one, and it was the one that looked like a Sony Walkman and had a little
Oh, that was a cool one.
Pterodactyl cassette in there.
Yeah, Soundwave.
Soundwave, is that his name? Yeah.
The
Yeah.
purple one, yeah.
I thought it was cool as shit.
My-
but my
yeah, my
neighbor
cousin had those.
like all of them, and he had Optimus Prime with the trailer.
Yeah, I still have all those. I have
His name was
thousands of
Jack.
pounds
I
worth of
still remember his
Transformers.
Jack. Fucking Jack.
Could you grab it right now, Rabbit?
No, it's in the attic. I have two Optimus Primes full trailer and the little blue thing and everything.
Can you grab them for the next week's show?
It's in the attic. I could probably find Grimlock. That's somewhere nearby, I think.
That'd be cool.
I have all the Gen 1 ones. Some of them are not as in good condition, but most of them are in perfect condition.
They get played with. My G.I. Joes are missing,
Yeah, exactly. Some of them aren't. But some of them I had doubles of. I mean, I know where my original Boba Fett is. I know that's not a Transformer, but you know.
I don't
Missing
understand why
limbs and
Lady
ears
Jane never
and
survived
eyes.
the firecrackers. She always seemed to survive them in the show, but she just couldn't stand up to the firecrackers.
I don't know what a firecracker is other than a skateboard trick.
Oh no! Wow, really? What do you call them over there? Little teeny sticks of dynamite you light and they go boom.
Oh, you're on about the things? Yeah, we don't really do firecrackers. That's not really a thing over here.
Yeah, there's
probably not allowed.
Black
Anyway,
cats.
yeah. Let me go over here and take a look, and I'm sure Rosa did something. So let me go over here and check. Let me go to the draw along, was where those things would be. So let's see. Let's come down. Ooh, we got some. Nice. Oh, very cool. That's
Nice.
Nice.
Noise.
Noise. All right. So
Nice.
we got a bunch of stuff. People are into it. That's cool. All right. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at Rosa's first. So, and of course, it had to come over here. Why, I don't know. But that's all right.
Put in the drawing. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's this thing's fault. It should definitely pop up here. But let's go ahead and paste and go. Here we go. So here's Rosa's, and I'm probably not sharing, so let me come over the other side and do so. Alrighty. Here we go. Boom. Alrighty. So let me bring it up. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
So Rosa, he's protesting against climate change. He has a heart on his hand. Sweet. What is he protesting, Rosa? What's going on?
Got a piece of white paper in his hand, and his
he's a Chinaman. Was he a Chinaman?
Says divorce papers.
He was. I think that Jason. I think that he would know that he was always very, very for people being able to determine their own selves.
Mm-hmm.
And so those characters that he's dropping out of the heart actually spell freedom.
Oh,
so
I see. Oh, I see what you did there. I get what you did there. They're a little bit blocky.
Yeah, they're blocky. But actually, where I got that from, they made the characters out of paper in China. So they made them out of pieces of white paper. So they're very blocky. So I imitated the pieces of white paper being cut into.
Well, just keep in mind that every one of those people are being photographed and recorded all day long, and they will all disappear in the next few years.
There is a real called freedom, or give me liberty or give me death.
Oh yeah.
When people,
I heard him saying it.
When they mean it, it's real. There is a risk there.
Well, we have examples, several of them. I'll go to the most recent one. It's called a little incident called Tiananmen Square. They came in and they killed, a few thousand students, and they all shut up for decades.
Or maybe
I don't know, Chester. I don't think that ever happened.
Probably not.
I don't think that ever happened.
No.
I don't know that the Chinese have the wherewithal to see this through. I hope they do, but I don't think they do. Yeah. When the government has already started hitting back, and we're already starting to see a reduction. So if the government pulls out like they did in Tiananmen Square, I have a feeling the Chinese will recede like they usually do. It's unfortunate, but I really don't have any faith in it.
I have two people that I love very dearly that are family in China, and one of them is from China, and Shanghai East, and so I'm praying for them.
No, I agree. I wish they would. They need to change their lives right now. They need to grab the bull by the horns, give me liberty or give me death. I agree. I just don't know I just don't know if they have the moxie. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because you have to remember, Rosa, I lived in China.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he was a stripper.
Well,
he was a stripper.
That would have got me arrested.
He was a
for
Chinese
damn sure.
stripper.
That would have got me arrested. Anyway, let's
He
see.
was.
What JD
They
did.
called him Moxie.
Yeah. Ooh. Dude, that would be a great stripper name for a girl. Anyway, let's go ahead and see here. Look what JD did. I actually like it. I think he was onto something with this. He's of the perfect generation. He probably was a big fan of Power Rangers. If he could just kind of get those legs straightened, this is pretty good from JD though. This is not a bad attempt from JD. I like it.
The other one he posted earlier was awesome with all the Rangers. That one was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proactively posting tutorials on the inspiration channel for him to.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just needs to sort if he's using a proper pen pressure.
You're posting some good some good posts, man. So keep it up.
Well, his character in the back is much better than we usually. He is improving. Is my point. It is improving. I like it. And if you like it, is he on the straw poll, Jeff?
Maybe.
Jeff?
Yes, he is on the straw poll.
Well, vote for him then. Go for it. Sweet. We also have Elrod, who was in here and had to run.
Aw.
he has actually very
I
poignant.
love
It's a poignant homage. Wow, Elrod
It's
is never serious. Jesus,
I
yeah,
know.
this is
Cool shadow
beautiful.
shading.
look at that dude. That's
He's got a
powerful.
little bit of the
All the
green
Rangers.
and red.
Yeah, that's really impressive, Elrod. I don't know, he had to go do something, I guess, and he took off. But damn, dude.
Fan dancing.
When
Yeah.
was the last time you saw Elrod serious?
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
It
He
is.
No,
brought up
remember,
the
he's
Cardigan
always serious.
catalog one time.
Well, I mean, he's a serious
Dower.
artist. I know, but he's usually very
Dower.
sarcastic.
Oh, it's taking the piss.
It's a
Yeah,
very
no,
dour look.
and it's fine. Yeah, but this is good though. Really, really nice.
Yep.
So I guess that's all we have for voting wise. So go ahead and do that. Go and vote for what you want, what you like. But let me take a look at some of the draw along stuff. We did get something from Amy. She was busy doing something, but she did take some time to give us a draw along. So thank you very much, Miss Lester. This is
cool.
wonderful. Look at that.
Is she the one that murdered somebody?
No.
The pink
I mean,
ranger?
she's got the right kind of horror vibe.
Well, I read through it. Yeah, she's the murderess. Yeah.
Two of them were murderers, and I think
Yeah.
wasn't she one
She's
of them?
one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Her and
Well,
her
But
partner.
I bet she loved.
But she loved
yeah.
him though, But
Yeah.
anyway, it doesn't matter. It's great.
Yeah, she fainted and no one cared. When he first revealed as the White Ranger, she fainted on the spot and everyone just ignored that.
Yeah, she
Why?
Yeah.
Explain.
Oh, I think when he's revealed as a White Ranger, she just passes out. She just faints. She just gets giddy and passes out. As all
Oh, I
girls
see.
do.
Oh well, that's
And
because she's
yeah, and all the other group, all the rest of them, they didn't even bat an eyelid. They just went over to congratulate him.
Oh, okay. Which sounds like Power Rangers, yeah. But this is great, Amy. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got for other stuff we have to draw along. I'll do Blue Moon on the other side. We do have Jason Gonzalez though, and he's
Red.
done a very nice little thing here. Once again,
Nice.
it's
Oh,
people
wow.
going with his villainous form. That's interesting. That's pretty cool though. I like it.
That's like a lot more done than how
It
it
is.
usually goes.
It's deeply inked. So good job, Jason.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That is cool, dude.
Deeply inked. I've not
let
heard
me-
someone say that ever.
Let me jump over here to my Twitter.
Did you see he's working on a comic book, Jason?
He should be. Yeah, he's doing great. Let's
Yeah,
go
he's
to my
pretty close
Twitter.
to finishing.
Let's see here. First, so we have to see because I only look at Twitter once. Review your email. Is this your email? Yes, it is my email. That is correct. Thank you. Okay. So why is this woman beating this other woman? Why are
Because
why
one
are you
is-
beating her?
One's white.
So get
And
up and
it's,
jack her
it's cool.
jaw, woman. What are you doing?
There's a bunch of those videos floating around.
Oh, there's something so similar about all these videos, but I can't quite, put that woman down. Look at her. She's a scrawny little thing. You're a big fat girl. Deal with her. Huh. Anyway, I have no idea who's on my stuff, by the way. I don't even know where that come from. What is this? Oh, it's a window. There's a lurker. Is it a panda bear? Should I be showing this?
No, you
not.
should not be.
Probably not.
I've no idea.
Oh, just
Whoa.
domestic. People are complaining. Soccer. No
That
one
guy was
loves
hitting
it.
his dog.
Okay. Anybody like soccer here? No, of course not. All right. Hey, Razor Fist. How are you on my
I only,
my
I
channel?
only like real sports.
Yeah, no.
I
no,
really don't give a
soccer.
shit about football. To be
Yeah,
fair.
female tennis.
Hey, we got Narwhal and Malin get better. Guess he's in the hospital or something. Okay, cool. Or not cool. Well, maybe cool. Ethan and his ridiculously awesome art. Oh my God, Ethan Van Sciver, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going
we
places.
usually got a lot of dog and kitty pictures and stuff and monkeys that are grabbing penines. I don't know. I don't see anything
Just
so
type it
interesting
in the
here.
search bar.
No, that would not be a good idea. I wonder what all this is. They usually a lot more imagery.
You only check this once a week, Chester?
Yep.
You know, in the description of this YouTube video, it says contact me on Twitter.
Where?
In your description.
Where?
On the YouTube video. I'm looking at it right now.
www.youtube.com.
So I should probably check these little things that got the little blues over them.
Oh yeah, it looks like you got 4 DMs.
What in
Hey,
the hell
Luke,
is
he was
that?
supposed to come and
Lady,
draw with us.
go to the doctor immediately. You've eaten something that you're allergic to. What are you doing, woman?
We should do hashtag DNFQ because I'm fading fast, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was just.
Yeah, Andrew, you sound different. You must be getting over something.
Yeah, the flu.
Oh, okay.
I had to miss Thanksgiving.
I will
because of
hurry
the
up
flu.
then. Here is Blue Moon, and yes, I don't know that has any connection to the Power Rangers, but thank you. The marshmallow
Digger.
looks. Gold Digger. Oh, I triggered something in him. Sweet.
Oh man, that was quick.
That was
If you
quick.
did
dude.
that.
Yeah. Well, I was reading the lyrics out. Of course, we looked at Jason's, and
Oh, nice.
oh wow, did he throw them? Oh, I have to go to latest, don't I? Sorry. So because I saw some other stuff from this one right here. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. And then of course we have this very froggy looking green one. It's nice.
That's cool.
Very nice.
So, it always has so much like life to it.
It does, yeah. Blue Moon's awesome, and it's interesting. He went with the Tex Avery 4 fingers over 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's always that Tex Avery rubber hose style too, which is really nice.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And of course, he's got that style. Wow, he's showing his drawing. This is different. Look
Yeah,
at this.
it's actually him drawing this time, which is sick.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's done it. He's posted.
See, no, you don't
He's
need
done it before.
scratchy scratch. You one line.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's line confidence.
He's obviously
Look
much
at
more.
that, dude. Look at that. Jesus.
He's like a professional.
He is like a professional. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome.
It was
Whoa.
That
That's
is
how he got
cool,
green.
dude. That is cool. Sweet. Thank you very much, sir. Awesome. All right. So I need to hurry up. So let me hurry up. So I need to go over here and I need to go to and vote, right? That's what I need to do. So there's the straw poll. All righty. So let's see what we got. What do I got to choose from? Who won Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition Green Ranger competition? Well, I think it's called Jason David Frank, but that's all right. Andrew, Boston-based bump and grind Beefcake Fleming. He's giving me a lot of credit there, Andrew.
wow.
I think I triggered Jeff. Chippendale summer intern Amron. I believe it. Mm-hmm. I have a moose head with your name on it,
It would be a
Chester.
comedy.
Kima. Yes, I know. And don't forget the maple syrup to go with it. One Doom factory floor burlesque performer rabbit. I wouldn't want to see that. I don't think so.
I wouldn't want to see that.
No. JD Bojangles pole dancing expert the Comic Otaku. That I definitely don't want to see. No. No. El Rodimus Walmart fan dancing fetish flash. I definitely triggered Jeff. Rosa, I have a functional moon lander in my pole barn. De Oro. Fair enough. And Sheldon, random art software button presser. Martin. Well, who am I going to pick?
That's me.
To be honest with you, it either comes down to Elrod or Andrew for me.
Those all fell flat.
No, I thought they were funny. So it's either Andrew or Elrod. I don't know, it's rough though.
Laughing deep on the inside. Anyway.
Andrew, who should I vote for? You or Elrod?
Vote for Elrod because he already has 1 vote and I have none. So you at least give him a boost.
Well, no, that means I vote for you. So there we go.
Oh, okay.
Fair
That's
enough.
what that means.
That's what that means. Because those were the true homages. Those were really good. Show the results. Wow. I get it though. That was a spectacular piece, dude.
It was.
It
Our
was.
round was awesome this week.
It really was. But I'll give it a minute here. But thank you guys very much. Rabbit, do we have any plans for next week?
Eric mentioned a book. Hang on, just give me a second.
Okay.
Something called Bound for the Sticks.
Okay.
Bundle of Sticks.
It's a novel, not a comic.
That's interesting.
And it's a horror steampunk mystery.
Okay, I hope they have some visual references for the people.
Well, I'd say ask Eric, but he's not here. But we'll find out during the week.
Okay, all right. So we got something.
Let's just call him up.
Yeah, call him up. Yeah, get him on the line. But anyway,
I'm sure he's awake
also
right now.
back on coming on Sunday. Of course, we have our show where we get into entertainment nonsense and all the ludicrosity that is going on in the world today. Is that a word? It is now. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and call this, and it's pretty easy who our winner is. But thank you for everybody coming in. Of course, Sheldon, Rosa, El Rodimus, JD Rabbit, Keenma, and Andrew, as well as all the people who drew along. Thank you very much. It's awesome. But our winner today is certainly the Chippendale summer intern himself, Amaran. Claps. Very nice. Very nice. It was a spectacular piece, though. Matter of fact, let me come back to it, and I'll show it off. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. I didn't know you could do, natural perspective.
Yeah, I use
you could draw.
Well, you like to overemphasize the body in every way. I mean, of course, the breasticle sizes come to mind immediately, but in every way.
Oh, here too, he didn't skip leg day. So.
Oh, fair, but I mean, it's just your thing, right? It's what you do. But this is really good, dude. It's spectacular. So thank you all very much for watching and voting. Next week we'll see Amaran over with Mike, and just talk about shrimps on the Barbie and Vegemite a lot. He loves that. He's a fan. But other than that, let's go through here and let everybody have their little moment of advertisement. So Andrew, go ahead.
All right. Well, even through suffering my flu-ness since the past week, I was able to hit 500 pages of Solarian Sun. So we hit the 500-page milestone finally.
Yeah.
Hooray. So this week at solariansun.com, we are releasing up to page 227 for free. And of course, we have page 500 on the Patreon. So if you want to head over to patreon.com/AFLM to read the rest of Solarian Sun and whatever I have coming out, it costs you less than a cup of coffee per month to sign up and read a bunch of pages. And of course, you can find me at DeviantArt and Twitter and Instagram, all at AFLM Art. And don't forget that to sign up over at Kickstarter.com for the Volume 2 campaign, where I will be having the next 200-plus page book, second arc of Solarian Sun in print.
Sweet. That is awesome.
Very,
very prolific. Very nice.
Very nice.
All righty. Let's go over to Amaran, the winner himself. I'll come to you last, actually. Let's go over to Rabbit. Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking Wednesday.
It's just a sketch at the minute. It will be good when I'm done. But I appreciate it. Come and listen to my band if you want. I've just posted the Discord. It's grunge. You'll like it. That's all I have to say. That I've got some new songs I've just written. Second album's already in the works. Not the first time's out yet. What else we got? You can come and look at my. Oh, I need to post my ArtStation dinner. My Twitter. Jeff's posting everything. If you want to commission me for anything, feel free. I'm great at portraits. If you want a portrait, I'll do it. Then it won't take long.
There you go.
If you want something else, it will take longer.
No, definitely do that. Photorealism is his thing. And I haven't checked out the Wednesday thing. I'm sure I will. I just, for me, I like it when she's young, when she's a kid. It just it sells better.
Right. She plays it very well. To be fair,
I'm sure
I was very hesitant myself because I love the original Addams Family movies, but Christine Ritchie is in the series as well, so
that's cool.
And it is Tim Burton, so you have to give it a little bit of leeway there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. I just kind of it just sells.
You know,
so
I
much
get it.
better when she's
I
little.
was like it. I thought that myself, but then I watched it and I was like, yeah, the first episode it's okay, but it got better and better, and yeah, some of the shits is
You have to
she
get past
plays
the
it.
first episode.
No, the first episode is good. She plays it very well.
I was
but-
teasing about the Willow thing.
I know you were, but I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, cool. Definitely hook them. Get a hold of them if you want some commission stuff. Sheldon, sir.
Oh, hello. This stream was brought to you by Prairie Farms Eggnog today.
Sweet. Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
This one was pretty watery though. It's my first time trying that. I didn't
That's true.
really.
You don't want water eggnog. You want proper eggnog. You make it yourself.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's very easy, you know.
Yeah, you say that, but like I'm one of the laziest people to do anything. I'd rather just pay money and have someone else do it.
All right. I'm the opposite.
No, I get where it's coming from. He pays us money for us to do things for him. It's
Yeah,
how it
if
works.
I could do that. I mean, if I could afford it, absolutely. That's the last thing I want to do is do the stuff myself.
I enjoy working in the kitchen. It's fun. But anyway,
Jeff Potts, yeah, he already put my Instagram in the chat. Please check that out. On the Kickstarter, I should be updating it in 2 days. I showed One Doom Rabbit's coloring on what the magnets
Awesome.
look like.
Do people like it?
Yeah, I only heard good things. I mean, but
Awesome.
I didn't really like. I guess I didn't ask for anybody's feedback, but my family
I
and
was just
friends,
curious. You know, I was just curious.
yeah, they all like it.
It's fine. I mean,
So
I was just curious because it's the first proper. I mean, I did something for Dillid, but this was fun. I enjoyed what you did. You know, it was fun. I like zombies. I like vampires. I like the whole kind of
The whole thing.
atmosphere of it all. It was a lot of fun. Plus, I like to add the fact that you let me add a background in. You know, that was awesome.
yeah, I'm
You're
glad you did.
There's
That
nothing
that worked
in the
out for me,
background. What
too.
do I do? What do I do in the background? Well, I did play it easy. So
Well, good, cool, bro. I'm glad you did it. I'm super happy with it too.
no, I'm glad you're happy with it, man. If you weren't, I'd have tweaked it. So I like people to be happy.
very good. Well, thank you very much, Sheldon. Let's see who else we got in here. Jeff, of course, will finish out. We have Rosa. Go ahead, Rosa.
Hi, everybody. I love you, and I love you, and I love you. Watcher of the Dam. Be there, be there, be there. I had a really great month this month on sales. It was fantastic. Just getting a mention from Hans Schantz at Base Black Friday. It really pumped our numbers. It's kind of cool because that's the first time I've ever done a sale. And it was not really advertised. It was just put out by word of mouth and emails. And Jeff, I think you were part of it too. And it was really surprising how much that bumps up just having that. And so I really want to say thank you to all my fans, especially Lady Celtic Moon, who's like one of my biggest people. And she always like tells me everything she thinks about the book and stuff. So I love you, Lady Celtic Moon. You're the best. I love you. And I love all my other fans too. And I've really been excited because I've started getting some people contacting me about the series and people that I've never met and stuff. So it's really kind of cool to hear people say, oh, I like this story. So I'm excited about it. So, and thanks to Jeff also for getting me to promote my book. So love you.
Oh, man, that's Jeff's thing. Promote the book.
That is.
I know,
Promote it.
It is. All right. Well,
He
thank you
made
very
me-
much, Rosa. All righty. Awesome. So let's go ahead and everyone, very quiet, please. Amron, today's winner. Would you like to say something nice to the people?
No, not really.
No.
Beer dick.
That's fine.
No. Thanks for giving me the votes. And yeah,
Sweet.
just
And
doing
there,
my thing.
and everyone go check him out next week on Mike's channel for
Oh,
Drone
Yeah.
Recorder
Give him hell
Pro
again.
Edition. So sweet. Thank you very much.
Wait,
everybody.
I will give them hell. Being
Please.
absolutely. cool.
Almiron, if he does it, try and remind me because I forget every freaking Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I have him on DMs. He responds, so I
Sure.
usually will let him
No,
know.
try and remind
He'll
me
just-
because
he'll let-
I
Oh,
I wouldn't try and remind me because I literally forget every week.
You know,
well,
It's so
last
late,
time I was on, he
never know
forgot
what I'm doing.
himself. So
Well, he
well,
does. I've had to remind him before. Yeah, he's a bit. Yeah.
Armoron, what you want to do is whatever you're drawing, make sure that just a little bit of areola showing, and see if he notices.
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little nip.
Just a little.
I need
little
to
bit.
start taking this advice. I mean,
Yeah.
we need to get some more people over there to get the old Pro Slayer though.
We need to just to make sure everyone votes equally, gets voted equally, so we all get on.
Sure. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming in, and we'll see you next week. I guess we're doing a book. Sounds fun. Jeff, take us out of here, man.
Yeah, got a couple good reviews on the Revenant in the Tomb
Excellent.
on Twitter, and if you go to my blog, which is www.hphunterwriter.com, you can see them. I posted on Twitter, and they were pretty glowing. So, but I know Andrew wants to get out of here. So, namaste.
Oh no, take your time.
Namaste.
Namaste. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Later.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I love y'all. Be good.
Never.
What?
We should all take a shot of Robitussin. Before we start, we'll see what happens.